Is that a new ice cream hat?
Yeah, it is. You like it, Jared? No.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Section 10 podcast. Here are your hosts, Jared Carabas, Coley Mick, Steve Peralt, and Tyler Milliken.
What's up, and welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 610, presented by Kalshi. It is the home of your 7-11 tied. I didn't update that part. They're in last place. Last place, Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carabas, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog Bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing?
Ooh, what up, Section 10 in the building?
In the mother fucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon.
Suck one.
Produced by Michael Eamond and Jeremy 2K Bagzewski.
Yo.
Hello, Michael.
Hello.
You could say something too, 2K, in the intro. I mean, you got to make it your own here. I know you might have a newborn on your arm. We're doing bottles. We're producing pods and getting bottles at the same time. But feel free to chime in, brother.
All right, I'll think of something.
All right.
I love that. Give me some time, dog.
Let me cook something up. Intro? Yeah, no problem. Got you.
Yeah.
I did say this on Clean 40, which is our Patreon bonus episode that we put out. By the way, please sign up for the Patreon. Support the fellas. We've got different price tiers. We're launching bonus content every single week. We have, is this a Down on the Farm week, Coley? It is. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Down on the Farm is our bi-weekly Sox prospect pod that we do with T and the Mick Man. That comes out this week, episode 2. You can have access to the private Discord game chats where all the fellas are chatting up a storm with all of you during the games. You get the bonus pod, which is called Clean 40. It is exactly 40 minutes. We shoot for 40 minutes. Sometimes we go 5 seconds over. Sometimes it's like 2 seconds over, but like we're always in the ballpark of 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. I agree. We'll be better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's tons of bonus perks that come along with being a member. So it's patreon.com/section10podcast and section10merch.com for your Section 10 merch. Yeah, unfortunately, there'll be no Taiku's T. Which is unfortunate because we, Mike Burke, who submitted the Taiku music last episode, and we kind of landed on it was more funeral music than Taiku music. He did submit a new Taiku song that I think it's gonna fit the vibe a little bit better.
It's uplifting. It's like freeing. It's poetic.
It's poet. I don't know that it's like uplifting, but it's more like poetic. Yeah, it's more Taiku.
It's more that we're all alive while hearing it and not dead.
What do you call those things where people used to like gather and do poetry?
Poetry slam?
Yeah, I like something like that. I feel like that's where I'm really living these days with my artistry.
There was no music as part of that though.
No, you'd have some like nice background to like emphasize.
Okay.
Like, when you hit those points, when you drop, a bar, it's like, oh yeah, like I'm fitting the vibe. Like usually you're on something when you're doing it all.
Molly?
Okay.
No, marijuana.
Okay.
You guys like my shirt?
It looks like a white t-shirt.
Yeah, you notice how I'm kind of looking different these days, right?
No.
Shit.
This shit got me looking kind of like crazy, bro. Like I look like I could fuck somebody up.
That boy swole. I'm thinking the opposite.
Coley, that's like when Shireman flexes, just like, yeah.
Bro, if anyone wants to smoke, I'm out here, bro. Just let me put this shit
on.
I am out here if you want the smoke, bro.
Facts.
Why?
I hate that people know I sent that to you via text.
Yeah, you did say that, which is a little. It's a little.
I think T is still trying to figure out what yard house we're going to.
Yeah.
See you guys there this Friday, right?
I mean, I don't think we're going to Fenway. I mean, we'll get to it, Steve. We'll fucking get to why. But Jesus Christ, does what?
It's a bad thing?
Yeah. This is the only thing that you're supposed to fucking know, and you don't know why we wouldn't go to Fenway on Friday?
What are you talking about?
Oh my God. I want to bang you so bad right now.
Whoa. Flip that, please.
Hey, oh. No,
All right. So
see where
this
Jared's
is
coming
Jared.
from.
This is confusing. I now see where you're coming from, but I thought you were getting on me for where I'm going to be. This has been so confusing
no
this
one
week.
fucking cares,
Coley-
dude. Coley,
I know, but you would get upset about that, Coley.
We've been like 5 minutes and I'm shocked Jared didn't lead with this. Is that a new ice cream hat?
Yeah, it is. You like it, Jared? No.
why?
Don't do that.
Why?
This is a great hat. This is a
No,
City
it's
Connect
not.
There.
ice cream helmet hat. This is a
I hate
great
it.
hat.
No, I hate it. I don't like it.
I think I look good in green. I got hazel eyes. Great hat.
T?
Yeah, I hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
You're just pandering. You're
No,
pandering.
when have I ever
No.
pandered to Jared? When? I would
What
love to
the
know.
fuck does that mean?
You want me to suck your dick?
Kinda, yeah.
All right. Well, if you ask nicely. No, I like the black hat. I know Jared hated on that one a ton. I just don't like the green
Navy.
with the ice cream.
Super navy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like what, just it doesn't.
Red
I
work
Sox
would
with
have loved if it
colors.
was a black hat. That's all I wear is black, so like that would have been great.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
think
not a
this
fan
is
of
really
this
good.
color shade. That's it.
I think this is nice. I like it a lot.
It's not. I don't like it.
But you love. All right, we're gonna have the same combo again. You
Coley?
love the ice cream
Coley?
helmet.
Coley?
He doesn't have his finger. up.
I don't hate it.
There we go. Coley's always supported the ice cream helmet hat, and I appreciate
Ah,
that.
2K?
Not gonna lie, I kind of like it.
Yeah. Let's go 2K.
Mikey?
I
Please?
like ice cream. It's fun. People like it.
That's not what I fucking asked.
Would I wear it personally? No. But it's a Steve hat.
Boom! That's the answer. That's the
Whoa,
answer.
he had a
right
butt.
there.
He had a butt.
It's a,
What was the
but
butt,
it's a
Mikey?
Steve hat. And that's fine.
Yeah, there we go. Exactly. This is so obvious that I would wear something like this, Jared. And
Yeah,
I
no
feel like you
shit.
shouldn't hate on this.
That doesn't mean that,
That
it's
was-
a good thing. Like, oh, Steve would wear it. Yeah. Steve would wear it.
You love the ice cream helmet swirl, and you act like this is the craziest thing of all time.
That's what's crazy, right?
yeah, 100%. Because you should support this.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about it.
Yes, I agree. All right, we're on
yeah.
the same page here.
Yeah. Right. I love the ice cream in a helmet at Fenway. I just fucking hate the hat though. You know what else I hate?
it's more because it's tied to me. Yet, Jared.
Yeah. No, because there's other stuff that you would wear where I'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's true. What else do you hate?
I hate the people that wear the hat and then they're like, this is a good hat. You know, because there's other
love
people.
those people.
Yeah, there's other people like you that wear the
Yes.
hat, and then when I see them at
Great
Fenway,
people.
they're like, "Do you see the hat?" I'm like, "Yeah, the hat sucks."
Yeah, to everybody that does that, I support you. We got to stay strong here.
No,
Do they sell that at Fenway?
they shouldn't. If they did.
Yeah, I got it at 47 brand on the website, but yeah, I'm sure they'll have this at Fenway.
I was just hoping we could inundate them with phone calls again.
Yeah, that's true. I do feel bad for the girl that got like 1,000 calls last year when we talked about this, but
Do you think they're gonna now make that little drink thing on the hat too? Like, is that the next step?
guess who would buy that? Obviously,
The Red Sox cooler hat.
if they put this
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
exactly.
hat,
That's exactly what it looked like. Yeah.
I'm buying this so fast. I should just tape it to the fucking hat. And be like,
Prototype.
So I'm thinking it would look kind of like this. Yeah, we just have this popping off the top of the hat. So yeah, Jared would probably hate it, but anyway,
I'd wear
Sox
that
lost
hat.
2 out of 3.
No, I'd wear that hat.
Okay, you'd wear the jug. Okay, you like jugs.
Honestly, yeah,
Did
dude.
you see the Red Sox old bullpen cart hat?
Oh, yep. I made that graphic.
Oh
It
yeah,
was a
we
great
tweet. That's right. We posted it. Yeah, that thing's preposterous. That thing's
I don't know
outrageous.
why when you said that, I was like, they made a fucking laundry cart hat? That's so stupid.
They just made it in 2026. Like,
Yeah.
we finally got around to this.
Like, yeah, remember that celebration in 2020 to 2022? Yeah, that was sick.
We should drop laundry card hats in the Section 10 stores. Be like, you wanted them, you got them.
Just
were
throw in
stop asking
Raffy
about
in
it.
it.
Yeah. But before we dive into it, we just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Kalshi, the largest prediction market in the United States. Kalshi allows you to trade and win real money on events like sports and entertainment. Let's make one thing clear. Kalshi is not a sports book. On Kalshi, you are not playing against the house. You are trading head-to-head against other people. Kalshi just runs the marketplace. That makes Kalshi an exchange. That also means that they do not profit when you lose. The lines aren't set by them. The lines move based on where the money goes. Public opinion sets the line, not some algorithm working against you. Kalshi is not regulated by states. Instead, it is a CFTC approved, meaning that it is a federally regulated exchange, and that's why it is available across the United States. So if you want to try it for yourself, Kalshi will give you $20 when you trade $20 if you use our promo code, which is section 1010 when you sign up. Shout out to Kalshi. Yeah, the Sox are 7-11. I didn't check the fucking
one.
yeah, suck one.
For
I didn't
Yad?
check the standings. Are they alone in last place? The Blue
They are,
Jays
yeah.
have been ass.
They've just played less games than you.
Kind of everyone in base, like no one's been exceptional. The
there's a lot of
Dodgers have
ass
been
in
the
the
Dodgers
majors right
for the
now.
most part, but
Ton of ass.
it's
the
kinda
Yankees are a
everyone's
game
mid.
over 500, and they're fucking losing right now. They're going to be 9-9.
The Astros beat the
Well-
hell out of you, and they have the same number of losses right now.
I mean, Sox just played the best team in the American League and won the finale, so not that bad.
It's not bad at
fact.
all. Yeah. I mean, it could be worse. Yeah, the
Basically,
notes.
everybody's like 2 over or 2 under 500.
Yeah. For
close to that.
how bad this series was, I don't like how many notes there are.
Well,
I like
there was
it.
a lot to note early and often.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a thing that yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
You know.
whatever.
Whatever.
I did say that the Red Sox were going to sweep. So I think one of the most annoying things about this show is that I don't say pitchers' names wrong on purpose. I don't know how to read them sometimes, and then because I don't know how to read them, that means that they set career highs in strikeouts and innings pitched in a start. That's not fair. Like,
Yeah.
like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to call it?
You got it right. You got Mick Abel right. I led you astray.
Would you say a bell?
Yeah, I said a bell because that's how I've always heard it, and then continued like Jay Hay was saying a bell when we were doing the stream. Like I think he changed it at some point. Like, I don't think he's always been Abel, but Baseball Reference has it as Abel, which we looked up during the show. T said it,
But I called him
and
Mike.
No, that was after I had led you astray. You led with Mick a bell.
You
or
threw
Abel,
me off the
Abel.
cliff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and then I said it's because then you looked up like, is that what it is? And then I said a bell, and then someone else said something, a third option, which I thought was peculiar. And then that's when you got stuck calling him Mike. Which was that's your fault. That was crazy.
My fault or not? I mean, the guy had the best start of his career against the Red Sox.
He did. But also, in your defense, the name stinks.
Yeah.
Mick Abel.
Oh, that's
that
a great name.
Stinks.
That's an
Easy.
awesome name.
No, it's not.
No, I love
easy.
Mick. I like Coley Mick, but like Mick Abel,
Yeah.
that doesn't flow. Coley Mick flows.
If you
Yeah.
told me that was Coley's brother's name, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
What?
I do have a son named Kane, so like Abel Mick is on the table.
It sounds
Deceased,
like a
but on the
baseball
table.
player.
Little Bible joke for the folks at home.
Yeah, that was
Rest
good. Yeah.
That's who I was trying to trade. One of the pieces I was trying to trade Chapman for last year because
I remember,
were
yeah.
looking for a reliever. I was all in on Micah Bell, who I would still be calling that here. I would make sure he'd change it to that. It's a more serious name, I would argue.
Yeah, I don't like Abel. The Red Sox weren't
He doesn't like the Sox.
able to
Abel.
score any runs against them You know?
That's a joke.
Yeah, but
just a
like,
fact.
yeah, they weren't able to score runs against really anybody besides today.
Yeah. Well, they got 6 in the opener, but yeah.
I was gonna say like
Garbage time
As
runs.
much as the offense sucks while you're watching it, the numbers. Like the runs scored in games don't really match up with that. Then you look at like individual stats and it's like, oh yeah, all these guys, how are they even scoring 6 runs? Like how have they scored 6 runs on the season based off what I'm looking at here? Trevor Story, like you watch him for weeks, could not get a hit, and then it's like he leads the league in RBIs. It's like, what are you talking
15
about?
RBIs. Yeah, nothing with this lineup really makes any sense so far. Like I was looking this up heading into the finale. They were 2-3 in games that they scored 6+ runs. Like what? What even is that? That's crazy.
Well, it's because
you've
they
had a lot of
score
these games
runs
that are
in,
just
like-
over. They do score garbage time runs. That
They
has-
score
That's
garbage
fair.
time runs, and then they score runs in dumbass ways. So like, I'll be doing the gold bottles tweet, and like in 2018, it'd be like 3-run ding dong for Raffy Big Scoops, 3-run double for Jumbo Dong. Like it'd be all this damage, and then these like you go back through like the box score and you look at like the run scored, and it's like Masataka Yoshida forces 2 runs to score on a throwing error, and you know a sack fly for Connor
Incredible
Long.
sack fly.
Yeah,
by
like
Long.
yeah. Like half the fucking run, they scored 9 runs today, but it was basically just like Trevor Story drove in 5, Monasterio drove in 1, and then like the rest was on fucking bullshit.
The Yoshida double error? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
That was atrocious. Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, let's get into it then, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah, the Red Sox Notebook, sponsored by. Could be you. Could be you. We actually had 3 different brands / companies reach out to sponsor the Red Sox Notebook. After I think it was the last episode or the episode before. Could be you again. Competition's a good thing. You know, it's people are like, oh, so like, is it like a bidding? No, tryouts. We're gonna have tryouts.
If they want to bid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like eBay. Do it like eBay. You can put in a bid, but there is a buy now price.
No, yeah, but
Yeah,
but it's
$2
gonna be
billion.
also like a skills competition. You know.
Like the you versus Steve one.
Yeah, very similar.
Oh, did you fucking see the fucking
Hey, bud,
hey, hey,
saw?
buddy,
Hey, asshole.
buddy,
Yeah, listen, dickhead, bud,
did you see that legendary Section 10 listener Abby?
John Anthony? Oh, okay. What's up?
Abby, she saw Brock Holt in person and asked him about this.
Okay. What did Brock say?
Did you see this?
I did not see this. Where was this? What app?
I don't know where
Buddy.
it was.
Bud, you should
Hey.
have seen it.
Hey,
You fucking see this,
buddy
pal?
boy.
You stupid?
Here, yeah. Honestly, Brock's an asshole. Listen to this.
Obviously,
I think I like this.
you are, what, 2-time or 3-time guest of the year?
2-time.
And you never got your second trophy.
I have still not received
They
it.
need to work on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
blow.
I don't know if you've heard that Steve and Jared are now having a debate of who's better at baseball. Who do you think would be better at baseball, Jared or Steve?
Ooh, good question. You know, I've seen video of Jared throwing.
Gotcha.
Also seen video of him hitting. It's not great.
So let me stop you right there, Brock. If you've seen video of me throwing and hitting, then you'd be like, this guy's fucking great at baseball.
Everyone has an opinion.
Hitting.
He
Yeah,
conducted
yeah,
his
yeah.
own research, it sounds like.
I don't know
that he
what
came-
video he would have seen that would have concluded that I'm not.
AI
good
is
at the-
crazy these days.
I mean,
It could
Brock's
have
an
been a fake
OG.
video.
Like, I've definitely tweeted out you striking out.
I will also say the base running clip of you probably wasn't the best video that ever
What fuck?
existed.
I don't fucking run. What video are you talking about?
You
That's
took a
not-
lead at first and it looked very stiff.
but I didn't run.
I know, but you can tell just by how someone steps off the bag.
That's
how
also
athletic they
not.
are.
That's not what we said. We said hitting and throwing. Me running is not part of my game.
You ruled that out.
Seen video of Steve doing much video.
He claims that he's better.
Well, I think we gotta.
There needs to be a test
There
in
needs
this.
to be
Yeah.
some sort of test. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I've seen video of Jared. I haven't seen anything of Steve. So
Gotcha.
right now I'm leaning more towards Jared. But
That's like.
it wouldn't take a lot to
to convince.
Well, it wouldn't be a lot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like
I
that.
feel like you should like try to play with Jared.
Maybe.
You'd be better.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, Brock
Hole.
thinks he's funny and
Brock
stuff.
Hole.
Oh, ha ha ha! I'm
I don't think
funny.
he was goofing around. He was answering that pretty seriously.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Brock. You haven't seen me play baseball, okay? Like you've seen me like hung
pal.
over at a casino in a batting cage, sure. But when I step in between those white lines and get in that batter's box, that's
When I'm on
Hoo-ha.
trim.
that's the guy that you need to open up your fucking eyes and look at. Steve?
Shout out to Abby because she is massively loyal to the brand. Where
Yeah.
was this, by the way? Where
You
did
are,
this
you already
take?
you just fucking asked me that question and I said I didn't know.
Did I ask that question?
I don't
All right,
know.
I guess
News to me.
I did not hear that question.
you already asked me that, dickhead. Like, come on,
You should have just stood with it.
I already mentally answered that I have no fucking idea.
stop
where this
repeating
is.
these stupid questions. I'm way better at baseball than you. Fuck.
Yeah, I
come
don't know.
on,
I
man.
don't know. I don't know where this was. I mean, Brock lives in like Tennessee, right?
Yeah,
Where the docs are.
But he does come up here a lot. He's probably up here for some sort of Red Sox thing that he does.
Oh, is he doing the marathon?
Probably.
I don't think so because I thought he would have
he's
promoted
not.
that more.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He did do the marathon though, and was promoting the hell out of that. I will
think he
say,
won.
loyal listener, another loyal listener, John Anthony,
Yeah.
is willing to give the winner of this skills competition a City Connect jersey of their choice.
Oh,
So
wow.
shout out to JA.
I don't know if I want the jersey. I'd probably I'd raffle it off. For
Okay,
charity.
there we go. That's fine. I won't, but appreciate you, John Anthony.
Well,
Great
you're
guy.
not gonna win.
Again, I have to win one of these. This isn't like So there we go.
Yeah.
Who's
stuff,
who's
though.
going to be judging the winning or losing? Because
Me.
it just can't be you. Yeah, exactly. That can't be the
Yeah,
case.
that's-
See?
Tate,
stupid.
Tate,
I would like to
Oh,
be on
does
this
he mean-
panel.
That would be great. I would love that.
you
too.
don't have an
Thank
eye
you.
for talent.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
What now? What are the competitions going to be? Because now it's sounding like if Steve hits a ball 420 feet, you hit one four. I'm just giving round now. Like if you
no
hit one
chance.
390, you're going to be like, yeah, but mine arc tires, so that's why it was better.
No.
There should be a panel similar to what, like boxing matches, where it's like, his collective batting practice was better than Jared's.
I don't know that you want a boxing, notoriously rigged boxing.
No, obviously,
panel.
but I'm just saying the concept. Yeah, of course, there's been a lot of controversy. But I think it should be a collection of people we trust that can keep it quasi-neutral, unlike Jared.
I think these need to be like objective things, like you had
Distance?
9 and he had 8, like or something like it. I don't know that it can be left up to just the eye of the beholder.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Are we doing drug tests?
No.
I'm fine with that. Did you
Jared?
say no?
I didn't say nothing.
All right,
Okay,
that's
cool.
interesting. He just shows up, just ripped out of his mind. Like, I didn't agree to a test. What the hell is this?
Barry's just heading coach.
Tink. It's a wooden
Next
bat.
show we do 2 days later, he's just so skinny. He's
He's hitting bombs. He's got the biggest head of all time. Like, I think I know what's going on here.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Could be you. Could be you sponsoring the Red Sox notebook. We'll probably have to call it the Section 10 notebook because the Red Sox would be like, you can't call it that.
I like the Section 10 one better. I would love to, maybe I'll get Corey on this, but a nice movie poster of you, and it's like the Notebook, you know what I mean? And it's a little
Like
mashup.
Ryan
I think
Gosling.
that- Yeah. Classic
who's in
movie.
that
I
movie?
feel like that would look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Gosling.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Looking great. Rachel McAdams. Yeah, hell of a
I
What
thought
do
it was
you
McAdams
want?
singular.
Rachel McAdams.
No.
Rachel
Like
McAdams.
Sean McAdam or Sean McAdams.
Rachel
His
McAdams.
daughter.
It's absolutely there's a hard ass on the end of this.
All right.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, pipe down, asshole, because right now we got to talk about Blue Moon, man. We got to talk about Blue Moon. The weekend is coming up, Steven. Actually, you know what's coming up this weekend, Steven?
I do know what's coming up if you're talking about the same thing.
Are you going to come over for this?
Oh, God. No, we're not talking about the same thing.
We're-
I know that
what's
that's
coming up this weekend? What's coming up this
Jared,
weekend?
I will tell you what I'm doing 30 times, and you'll be like, you didn't tell me that.
You're
When
going
did you say
you're
that?
going to Florida.
It's POTY's 40th, so I'm going to be in Florida.
So you're not coming over for WrestleMania.
No, that means I'm not coming over for WrestleMania.
So are you still going to drink Blue Moons in Florida?
100%.
Okay.
For Dan's birthday, yes.
Okay. Yeah, for Dan's birthday. Even if you love beer, there are some moments that you want to enjoy a non-alcoholic drink. Celebrate those times with Blue Moon's non-alcoholic Belgian white Belgian style wheat brew. It's for when you want to drink a non-alcoholic version of your favorite beer. T, you going to watch WrestleMania this weekend?
Of course. What else would I be doing?
Besides drinking Blue Moon?
I'm going to have an IV of Blue Moon attached to me.
I love that. I love that for you. Very excited for that. Inspired by the beer you already love and available year-round, a Belgian white Belgian style wheat brew that tastes like drinking, even if it's not. Crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander, it tastes balanced and refreshing. Nothing compares to the great taste of a Blue Moon non-alcoholic Belgian white Belgian style wheat brew. Blue Moon made brighter. Get Blue Moon non-alcoholic Belgian white Belgian style wheat brew delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Non-alcoholic malt beverage contains less than 0.5% alcohol per volume.
Suck one.
Yeah.
Jared, you know how in sports everyone's got a can't miss training hack?
Yeah,
And most of them don't actually move the needle, right?
sure. Yeah, I that's fair to say.
100%. That's how I used to feel about hair growth products. A lot of hype, not a lot of results. What
Yeah.
changed for me was learning that Nutrafol isn't just another supplement. It's physician formulated, clinically tested, and recommended by dermatologists. It's a real game plan for thinning hair. Guys, if your hair isn't playing like it did in your 20s, it might be time for a real comeback, not another workaround, because throwing on a hat like me isn't a strategy. Nutrafol supports healthier hair from within. It's physician formulated, clinically tested, and recommended by dermatologists, giving you a clear, legitimate plan so you can stop covering up and start showing up with confidence. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. Is that a lot of people, T?
Way more than I can count.
100%. Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine is easy. Order online, no prescription needed, with automated deliveries and free shipping to keep you on track. Start Nutrafol today and make the hat optional. Visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code SECTION10 for $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping. Found out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code SECTION10. Now back to the show.
All right. Red Sox Twins. Woo! April 13th.
It's going to be a rough start.
First line here says Roman Anthony DHing again. Watching. Observing. The Red Sox have been winning series by losing the first one. Crochet on the bump tonight feels like a good place to stop that trend. Okay. Duran fumbled that one and left, but it would have been a double anyway, so that was the bottom of the first. Back-to-back doubles. Okay. 1-0 Twins.
All right.
All right.
This is like rewatching one of those videos of like when a tragedy happens. It's like, how did they react to the like slowly realizing what's going on here?
Whatever.
Okay, shouldn't be that bad. It's Crochet. We should be all right here.
Back-to-back doubles.
the other
Okay.
tower.
1-0 Twins.
All right.
Ryan Jeffers with a dinky do. Don't got a great feeling about this outing. Okay. 2-0
work.
Twins.
All right.
Bottom one.
Yeah.
TS10 just threw his glove closer to second base than he did the ball. 4-0 Twins.
Insane play.
31 pitches in the first. Can't get worse than that.
Eee.
Next line here says, Crochet doesn't look right. Walking guys, hitting guys, giving up extra base hits. Not good. Bases loaded again. Who the fuck does Ryan Jeffers thinks that he is? RBI knock makes it 5-0. What the fuck is happening? Josh Bell off the wall, 2-run double. This is bad, very ugly. Get him out. 7-0. Twins in the bottom of the second. Victor Caratini off the third deck, 3-run bomb. Crochet has to be tipping because what the fuck is this? 10-0 Twins. Who the fuck is Ryan Creedler? Bomb off the third deck. Why is Crochet being left out there to die? 11-0 Twins. Mixed bag for Garrett Crochet. 55 pitches, 30 strikes, an inning and 2/3, 9 hits, 11 runs, 10 of them earned, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch, no strikeouts, 2 home runs. The ERA is now 7.58. Okay. Oof. So this game, obviously entirely about Garrett Crochet. The stuff was down. How down? What pitches? Give us some statistical context for this.
Yeah, I spent more time on his Savant page than I think I ever did in my entire life the last couple of days. But everything was down between a mile and a mile 0.3 per, or 1.3 miles per hour. Miles. There we go. That makes sense. So it wasn't anything dramatically different. Like Jay had a great tweet comparing him to last year. Because in my head, I remember sitting there in April, and to me, I was like, oh, the velocity wasn't what I expected when Crochet first came here last year. I was waiting for that upper 90 stuff. If you compare it to a year ago, the cutter was 90.4. It's 90.8 so far this year. The four-seamer, 95.9. This year, it's 95.9. And the sinker was 95.5. This year, it's 95.2. So nothing dramatically different. I think what really stuck in some people's mind was that last pitch, him getting to 92.7. That's when things start to stick out, and you're like, all right, that's way down from even where he sits typically. And there's arsenal changes for him this year. The cutter has been used, and I know some people are a little awkward talking about the usage because he hasn't faced a ton of lefties. That kind of mixes all the numbers up. But last year against right-handed hitters, he threw the four-seamer 38% of the time. The cutter was at 29% at that time. This year, he's throwing the cutter 35% of the time with the four-seamer at 27%. So there is just an overall uppage in the cutter, and I didn't see anything in terms of tipping, anything like that really standing out. I don't think Cora would have left him out there as long as he did if there was any kind of injury, and you're certainly not going to get Crochet laughing about it after the game if they thought there was an injury situation going on. So I think the big thing for him right now, it's command. He's just not commanding that cutter really well, especially on the, away from right-handed hitters. He just couldn't put anything there, and going beyond that and what the changes are to him this year, because his fastball hasn't had the same induced vertical break it had a year ago, that rising factor. His arm angle was 38 degrees when he was with the White Sox. Last year was 35 degrees. This year it's down to 31 degrees. So I think mechanically he's off a bit. I think he doesn't have the same command. And last year, the entire season, he hit 3 batters. He's already hit 4 this year. So if you're talking about a guy who's just not putting the ball where he once did, he just hasn't had that. And he told you at the end of camp, my four-seamer, just the command of it isn't there. I think it's kind of been now an overall Arsenal issue. And he said it himself. He's gotten away with it through the first couple starts. He didn't in this game.
I know a lot of times we're prisoners of the moment, but I can't remember being this surprised by a regular season Red Sox thing maybe ever. There's a chance in our lives, that there hasn't been a result like this that we just couldn't have seen coming. Against the Minnesota Twins, Cy Young favorite, Crochet on the bump, 10 earned, and he got 5 outs. And it's the fact that it's the Twins too. Even if they knew what's coming, that still seemed impossible what they did. I still can't believe they were able to put those numbers up, even if they were told what the pitches were going to be, especially with how wild Crochet was. He wasn't spotting anything. I know you had Narvaez at a point there opening his mitt as wide as he could to be right here, brother. Just give me anything close to here. I think he had 6 or 7 straight balls, and it was getting out of control. But yeah, that was just a bizarre outing. I do like how he handled it in the post game, kind of making the joke there of, I think the second inning was worse because he only got 2 outs in the second inning and got 3 outs in the first. So it's all right, he can at least laugh at it. But that was crazy. I genuinely, I was trying to think of anything in the regular season that shocked me more than that, and I was having trouble coming up with anything.
I'm sure there's been some sale starts where it's like, what the fuck was that?
No,
I mean,
but 10 earned in
never
1 2/3.
A Red Sox starter had never done it before. This was the first time someone's allowed 10 earned runs in less than 2 innings pitched. Like, this was something no Red Sox
no Sox starter ever.
No, because Hout had the worst start ever last year, and he got more than 6 outs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was like 3 or 4 innings. Yeah.
That was the worst start in Red Sox history?
Yes.
Basically.
And, like, you go beyond it. Dude, shortest start of his career, most runs he's obviously ever allowed in a game. First time he never struck anyone out in a start. That wasn't, rain delay shortened. Like, this was just the worst day of his life.
ERA going from 3.12 to 7.58. That kind of sums it up.
I thought it was going to be higher. Like, just because of how early in the season it is, I expected it to be 10 something. Like, I didn't know what to expect when I clicked on it after it came out. But it is incredible. Like, the Twins just did this, obviously not the same, but they just did this to Scooble right before. And they kind of did it
too.
There's a little drop off, but yes. But I give them a lot of credit. They refused to swing outside of the zone. They were like, if Crochet is going to beat us, it's going to be in the zone. And he didn't, not one time, not even like really by accident did he beat them in the zone. I give them a lot of credit for just sitting kind of dead red and being like, this cutter is nonsense. If you want to throw anything else, that's breaking. I don't want to jump ahead, but like they did the same thing the next day where they were just like, if you throw it in the zone, dickhead. And then it wasn't until the third day someone was able to throw something with spin in the zone and they had nothing for it. And that showed. So whatever they're doing organizationally right now, everyone's bought in on the hitting side of things.
I don't know either, but I mean, we haven't even mentioned the name Byron Buxton yet. He was fucking ass before the Red Sox came to town. And he just became like an absolutely lethal offensive weapon for them. I didn't realize it was the worst start in the history of the Boston Red Sox. That's jarring, but I think watching that, hearing him talk about it after, I don't really know his personality like too well, but I think if he had if he was looking at the data being like everything's down, like this is concerning, but them saying that he's healthy and him joking about it, I'm less concerned. Like if he's just gonna flush it and move on to the next one. But it is one of those things where there's gonna be a lot of eyeballs on the next start, because if there is any trend here, then that's when it starts to become concerning and we're not laughing about it. But if he goes out there and throws 7 shut with 9 strikeouts, no one's going to give a fuck. We're just going to forget about that one and move on.
Quick Stevie stats here, because it felt like he didn't give up a first inning run all of last year. 8 runs allowed in the first inning in 32 innings pitched last year, 4 runs in the first inning on Monday. So half the total for the entire season where he gets runner-up for Cy Young. I do care a lot about Crochet getting a Cy Young here. It just feels like when it's all said and done, he should be a guy that has that award while he's with the Red Sox. This is going to take a while to fix that ERA and fix those stats. And I kind of hoped Cora would have pulled him a little earlier. I get it. You want him to try to maybe eat some innings and not ruin your bullpen in game 1, but the second he had 2 guys on in the second inning, I was like, he's cooked. He doesn't have it. I've maybe never seen anyone have it less, which is crazy for one of the best pitchers in baseball, but just kind of thought he was still out there for a little bit too long.
Well, he finished with 55 pitches, T?
Yep.
55.
At a certain point, just have him throw his normal amount of pitches. Now, we'd still be playing that second inning was the issue. He just wasn't going to get out of it. But I was like, all right, listen, it's 11-0 or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, like if he can get through 5, why kill the bullpen? And he just couldn't. I think Cora was going to do that, and it just wasn't an option.
He was adrenaline dumping. Like once he started getting below 93, it was like, all right, like whatever's going out there, like mentally even, it's just not good for him at that point. No. But then they had to make roster moves. Like it was coming off the prior day, just what they had to do to have the bullpen ready and healthy arms. Like it was a mess. Like that was a day where they really could have used someone to eat those innings.
It had to be a combination of a lot of things, but if you're Crochet and you're looking up there and it's like, Wait, the Twins have put up how many on me so far? It also felt like the game hadn't even started yet. Like, it was so early in the game that I barely had time to even head to the Discord. I think we're all like, what the fuck's going on? Like, a lot of people that listen to this show and watch the Sox religiously, we have our routines. We got, like, the chair we sit in, maybe a little snacky dudes. Like, you have all your stuff ready to go. You weren't even able to settle into that game, and it was 11-0. I'm like, what? How is this even physically possible for this to happen right now? And then they only give up 2 runs the rest of the game, which that part does suck, where it's like, I think if they pull them a little earlier, they actually have a chance at winning this game. But, yeah, just an insane result. And to Jerry's point, everyone's going to be locked in on that next start.
I think, and it's going to be a major start considering who he's going up against. But imagine being like Tyler Samaniego. Like, that guy legit lost his roster spot because he had to go out there and eat innings. It's what got Jack Anderson up.
Yeah,
That'll get reversed.
No, they're going to be probably trading spots all year long.
Yeah, fair. Did he get? We were talking about this on the stream last night. Did he get called up last year, T, in like a 27th man role for a doubleheader and just wasn't used? I thought I remembered hearing his name last year.
I don't recall that. Even
he didn't debut.
No,
like, this was his debut, and we'll get to that. But I could have sworn he got called up in a like taxi role and just wasn't used.
They had to make a 40-man move, so I'd assume no, because I don't remember him getting DFA'd at any point in time. He was a 2024 minor league Rule 5 guy.
Yeah, so last year was 25, so he was around.
Yeah, no, he was in the organization. I just don't remember them making a 40-man move.
I thought for like double header, you could call up someone not on the 40-man. Am I making that up? Might be making that up.
Yeah, I think you got to be on the 40-man for that.
All right.
I think you just get an extra player.
Anything else on Crochet?
No, I think mostly it's command. I think that's the thing to look at here, and him trying to get that fastball back to where it was, because it seems like he just doesn't have the feel for it he did a year ago. And I wouldn't worry about velocity, because in that postgame, the coaches didn't even say anything to him. Like, when the reporter told him his velocity was down, he found out in front of everybody else.
Yeah.
So like, it wasn't like Cora's like, "Hey man, what's going on with you? Are you okay?"
That's a good thing.
Well, Andrew Bailey, like after the game, being like, "I don't know what's wrong with him." It's like, all right, dude. Like, that's, you could probably have said anything else and it would have been a better answer. Like, even if you're like, "Yeah, we know, but we're not going to discuss it."
Why would I know?
Just say that. "Oh, we have an idea."
You guys
What do you
remember
think
how I used to pitch, right? He's way better. Like, I don't know why he listens to me at all.
What do you think? I'm the pitching coach or something?
How the
Come on now.
fuck would I know what's wrong with him?
Stupid
am I,
Next question.
Psychiatrist or
Dumb
something?
shit.
What are you asking me for?
Yeah.
Golly.
Andrew, what do you think's wrong with Gary? Hey, asshole. What are you asking me that question for? It's a valid question.
Ridiculous.
RBI double for Caleb Durbin. The Red Sox are going to score 10 runs and lose, aren't they? 11-1 Twins in the top of the third. First home run of the year for Jarren Duran. What a waste. Sad Wally head hours. 11-3 Twins in the third. Byron Buxton, dead center tank. This game sucks. 12-3 Twins in the bottom of the fifth. Ryan Jeffers is an asshole. Piss missile that almost killed someone. 13-3 Twins in the fifth. 3 consecutive hits. Meaningless RBI knock for TS10. 13-4 in the sixth. Monasterio with a meaningless pinch hit RBI knock, 13-5 Twins in the seventh. Willier finds some hole with a meaningless RBI knock, 13-6 Twins in the seventh. I don't know why I'm keeping the notes for the rest of this game. We're all just waiting for Cora and Crochet's post-game comments, which we just discussed. Red Sox lose 13-6. That was the opener. The middle game, Ellyn's birthday. Wow, happy birthday, Ellyn.
Shout her out.
Hell yeah.
Well, she was pissed. She was like she's dead serious too. Like, she texted me and she was like, "The Red Sox fucking ruined my birthday." And I was like, "You know what? I can see that."
How would she have said it?
If this fucking team isn't gonna score one fucking run for my birthday, Jared. See?
Did she tell you I wished her a happy birthday?
I saw it.
Good. Continue.
Put him in the fucking bedroom.
Oh, wait. Oh, I love that. That's incredible.
Fucking bathroom.
What's wrong with you?
Get him banned.
Okay.
Get him banned.
What's What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
We don't do that here. Hell no. Hell no.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Oh, now I'm pissed.
All right, that's incredible. 2K, great job.
Shout out to
Now
TK,
I'm
man.
pissed.
Now I'm pissed.
That made me so happy hearing put him in the bathroom. It's been ages.
Yeah.
What a classic.
Yeah, you got banged for that.
I did it innocently with no hatred in my heart or bad intention.
Kind of sounded.
I'm terrified of your mom
Why?
Terrified of Ellyn?
because she'll let you know when you're fucking up or you're not doing something right.
Yeah, that's probably true.
She always lets me know at an event.
She's
Like I got a list right here of things you've fucked up recently.
Yeah.
my
what
mother
are you
has
doing?
reprimanded you, T.
Yeah, a couple times. She's like,
For
go
what?
talk to your family. She's like, go say hello to them. Go check on them. I was like, okay.
Ellyn's
She's gonna
always
get
really
she's
nice
gonna
in
get
person.
mad that you said it like in like a rude way.
What did
That
I
you
say?
quoted
No,
that-
it's not rude. It's like a mom. I appreciate it.
Okay. First line here says it's either going to be a Sonny Gray revenge game or a Mike Abel is going to shove it up our ass for botching his name game. Could be both, but I'm betting on Mikey doing work tonight. That was in the first inning. Buxton was for sure safe on that play, but the call in the field is out, and who am I to say the umpire is wrong? 1-0 Twins in the bottom of the first.
That was crazy. I'm sorry. Wilson Contreras cutting that baseball off was insane.
Yeah, that's
Duran has him. He has
Is
him.
that
If you
yeah?
don't.
That might be the best throw of his career. Like not even
Yeah.
being shady or anything. Like that was a seed. And then is that how Wilson Contreras got hurt? Like
No, it was
jumping up to intercept this
He
pass.
went up like 20 feet in the air.
Well, it was also like even with the catch, he has him if he doesn't double pump. Like when he went to grab the ball a second time,
Took
it
forever.
Cooked him.
5 consecutive strikeouts for Mike Abel. We know how this is going to end. That's in the third inning. Byron Buxton has a personal vendetta against the Red Sox because he was absolute ass before the series. He hit a home run to make it 2-0 Twins in the third. I was just wondering where Brooks Lee ranked amongst recent first-round busts, and then he just busted a nut into the right field seats. 3-0 Twins in the fourth. Officially a mixed bag start for Sonny Gray, 2-run knock for Trevor Larnach, whoever the fuck that is. And I looked him up. He's also a first-round pick in the 2018 draft for the Twins. I don't think he's ever had a career season of even reaching one WAR. 5-0 Twins in the fourth. Jarren Duran just flipped off a fan. Have to imagine they said something to deserve that. Okay, so we were streaming when this happened. And I said to Coley, I was like, I am not tweeting about that. I'm not tweeting the picture. I'm not tweeting anything about it because I know him and I know that in his brain, he's going to be like, you magnified it and whatever. Like people wouldn't have noticed if you didn't tweet it. So I was like, I'm not going to tweet it. I'm not going to add to it. I was like, I'm going to wait until the game is over. I'm going to wait until he says what that was all about. And if it was just like a heckler being like, you bum, then that's much different than the explanation that he gave. So based on the explanation that he gave, I mean, a lot of people were jumping to conclusions. And I know that like there's people that love Jarren Duran. There's people that hate Jarren Duran. The people that hate Jarren Duran were very quick to be like, you suck, like get him off the team, trade him, like this is why we should have traded him. And you know, he like, so there's some nuance here, right? So I tweeted about this after the game and I said, I think it's a little bit odd that there are people that are more mad at Jarren Duran for flipping off a fan than they are at the fan who, according to Jarren, told him to kill himself. So that's why in certain situations like this, we've been through it enough times. Wait for the full context and then react. Also, are you a fourth grade teacher do you really fucking like, oh, he gave the middle finger? Oh no, the middle finger? Oh no. Like and even Jarren said this after the game. He was like, he said, like, you know, people are like kind of like looking for a reason. He's like, I probably didn't handle that the best way. And it's like, no, like, I think when you're as polarizing as Duran is, any other player on the roster, if they do the exact same thing, and then after the game, they're like, yeah, the guy told me to kill myself, so I flipped him off. Like, but because it's Jarren and he has like a track record of having the engagement with fans in that way, that's when people are like, all right, you know, whatever. But my opinion on it was, should he have done it? Probably not. But it's a finger. Like, it's not that crazy. And the fact that people were more upset about a finger than they were about a fan saying that, it's yeah. Like, that's kind of like when you out yourself as someone that is looking for a reason to come at a guy that you just don't like. And I'm not saying you have to like him. You're entitled to your opinion. If you don't like the player, I'm not going to sit here and say that your reasons are invalid. But in this particular instance, yeah, it was a little bit tacky when people saw it and immediately just rushed to shit on the guy. Like, at least wait for the explanation. Like, that's what I did.
I didn't see it happen live, but then obviously was a thing on Twitter afterwards, and I was like, this is the finger we're upset about. It was probably the most polite middle finger I've ever seen in my life. It was just kind of a little drive-by, yep, fuck you, and let's keep it moving. Like,
Yeah.
They didn't really... I don't know. I assumed, I was like, it was a Jarren thing. Like, is he going after fans? Like, he's had these moments before, of course. And you know he doesn't... I think the tough part with Jarren is he doesn't want these things attached to him.
No.
But when fans are saying stuff to him, he's a prideful guy. He's like, I'm gonna, like, fuck you. Like who are you to be saying that to me? And I don't think he's ever gonna change. Like, that's always gonna be his reaction. And especially if someone's saying allegedly what this guy said, like, of course that's probably gonna be your reaction. But when I saw the actual footage, I'm like, it's a drive-by middle finger. I don't know. Compared to the hot mic thing, this is completely nothing.
It wasn't a hold me back, bro. He wasn't trying to jump into the stands to fight the guy and whatever. Like, he flipped him off. And to be perfectly honest with you, like, I'll spare the backstory and the context and all that stuff, but like, yeah, like I've had my bouts with that stuff, and then having like people online like be like, kill yourself. It took me years to not respond or get triggered by it or, you know, flip out back at them. Like, I can't sit here and say that I would handle it any differently than he did. It took me literal years to get to a point in my life where someone could say that to me. And of course, like, it bothers you and it doesn't feel great, but it took me a long time to get to a point where I don't give them a reaction at all. Like, I don't give people a reaction. And maybe he'll get there too. What's he, like 29? Like, I'm fucking 37. Yeah. Like, I was probably still reacting to people making comments about that up until like 3 years ago. I don't know. So
I thought the part that sat with me the most, and I hated hearing it after the game, of him being like, I probably shouldn't have put that out there. You know what I mean? Like, now I have to deal with people who are going to throw that my way. And like, I hate to hear that. I told him that
the fucking day, like we got the screening of the Netflix doc before it came out. And I watched that episode, and I remember talking to him that night being like, you need to mentally prepare now, because this will be used against you. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have done it. I'm not saying that it was a bad thing. I'm glad that you did it. I'm happy that you're still here. I remember I was at Kowloon. I remember, like, I forget who I was even with. I was just not paying attention to the person I was sitting across from, because I was having this conversation with him about, like, trying to prepare him for what the experience is going to be like in road ballparks. And, you know, when it happened the first time, I was like, yep. Like, you know, I tried to put this on your radar so that you can kind of like visualize it now almost, so that when you imagine it, you're almost tricking your brain into experiencing it for the first time, so that when it does happen in real life, you're almost prepared for it, or it doesn't feel like the first time. So maybe you would react, maybe not as emotionally as you would if it was just raw, like thinking that no one's gonna do this. But yeah, like I'm on the side of like, I get why people are like, man, enough with, reacting to fans. Like, you got to stop reacting to fans. But I'm also on the side of, I know what it feels like. And it took me a long time in many examples, to stop reacting. It took me many years and many examples of people saying that to me, having it be a very triggering thing, and then getting to a place where I'm just like, all right, mute, and then move on with my day. Yeah.
That's the hard part here, because I do worry that, like, these fans, when they get the reaction, you're going to have more people that are looking for the reaction, right?
yeah.
Depending on what ballpark you're at or whatever the moment may be. And I feel bad for him that's going to have to be something he continues to battle and deal with. And credit to Alex Cora. I thought his comments today were perfect on the entire situation. Way to back the player, not to put him down, not to punish him, nothing like that. I have the quote here, actually. I can read it out here, or at least a shortened version of it. Here we go. And Ian Brown has the full quote. But Cora goes, like I said last year, for him to open up, he saved lives. And people have their opinion about his reaction. We always talk to him and tell him that we're here for him and we're going to support him. And just to let us know what's going on. And it's not easy. It's not easy because, like he said, we're in the business of winning games. And he doesn't want to be a distraction. And he's not a distraction. He's not. He's just a player that plays for the Red Sox and has our full support. And to label the distraction thing over and over again, I think that is Cora. He saw, people are talking. Duran probably saw it too, what that conversation was on Red Sox Twitter. And I think it was heightened even more because Contreras went down. They lost with Crochet the day before. Gray just got his teeth kicked in. So it's all these negative vibes all flowing to the top there. But you back the player, and I think the best way you could. And that's it. I just hope this isn't something that's going to be a regular thing because fans want to copy what other fans have done. But that's probably being too hopeful because it's going to happen. And hopefully the next time or whatever happens next, it's just not as rough for him personally.
I am surprised that this doesn't happen more often, if I'm being fully honest. Like, especially with baseball, too, just with this many people that are that close to players and with that much dead time where you're drinking, you just got time to yell stupid shit out. Like, when I do the on-deck circle videos at Fenway, people say the dumbest shit at these guys, like the road players. And that's obviously, they're not saying this stuff to guys in the Sox. Of course, I'm sure they still get it at Fenway, too. But just constantly, and that's only when I'm down there for like the greatest players of all time. Like, I can't imagine guys that actually suck and like what they hear about what they've done in that game. So there's a lot of stuff that's yelled at these guys. They let 99% of it just bounce off them and just kind of eat it. And it's just easy from our perspective at home to be like, oh, he's got to be better than that, than experience it in person and need to like just not say anything back. Like, Jarren's played 525 games with the Red Sox. He's had instances with fans 5 times in his career. Understandable, you want that number to be 0, but I don't know. I think these guys don't get any credit for how they handle people that shit talk. We just see when they react. So that's what we judge them off of.
Yeah.
I think what T said was the most important part that not nearly enough people are focusing on. If this team was undefeated and he does that, we're selling T-shirts. People are laughing about it. People are rallying about it. Crochet, from what I've heard, made the worst start in Red Sox history, and then they were doing it again the very next night for a team that has largely just been unenjoyable to watch on a night-to-night basis. Yeah, that's the only reason anyone had any sort of problem with him no-look drive-by spraying a middle finger at someone. Like, I can't imagine caring less about a situation that happened. Like, there were 17 people at these games. The Twins can't even watch the Twins locally because I don't think they have an RSN anymore. Like, 45, Nesson can barely broadcast games. Like, 47 people saw this. Like, I can't imagine anyone caring about a middle like, of all the things happening in the world today, that's what gets people riled up. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, obviously looking at the reaction on Twitter, it was all the same people that are just looking for a reason. Like, It's all the same people that didn't like him before. And I said this to him. I said, because if he happens to feel like the fan base is turning on, it's like no. The haters are always going to be louder. And I think that there are definitely he definitely has haters, but he also, like I said, he's very polarizing. People either love him or hate him. There's no one that's like, he's all right. Like he has loud supporters and he has loud haters. But yeah, either way.
I do disagree with something you had said, Jared. Like, if anyone else had done this, it wouldn't have been an issue. Like, I can't imagine if Bayo does this, at least 2 of the 4 of the people on this show aren't like, this guy just needs to grow the fuck up. When's he gonna get over this shit?
Bayo boys.
So that's like, I don't know if that's true either. I think if Caleb Durbin had flipped someone off, people would have been like, get this guy the fuck out of here. Like, I think that's where the fan base was at. I don't know if this was a one person. Like, to your point, yeah, there are certain people who Jarren Duran strikes out, like a thing everyone on the team's going to do. And they're like, this guy fucking stinks. Like that, he gets unto himself. I think if anyone else had done this, based off of everything that's happened leading up to the season and how the season's played out thus far, people would have been like, can we not right now? Like, this is just, you guys are almost like the team's not good enough to do that shit.
Weirdly enough, the stuff that he's done in the past, I think, gave him more of a pass for this because this is nothing compared to somebody. Like, he was ready to fight that dude in Kansas City. Obviously, he has the mic'd up moment at the plate. Like, if anything, it's like, oh, this is the Jarren thing we're upset about? Because I do agree, Coley. Like, if this was some of the other guys on the team, we'd be like, why the hell is Caleb Durbin flipping off a dude in Minnesota? That was bizarre. But it's like, oh, yeah, Jarren has probably used the middle finger many a time in his life, and this might be the most polite of all those times. So, whatever.
Listen, we've made a lot of progress as a society about things you can and can't do anymore. If we're taking away the middle finger, like, you need some sort of release.
Yeah. It's looking for a reason. Let's all grow up, Yeah. But how about Kalshi, right? Because they are tracking the Red Sox season wins.
How about them?
Mm-hmm. And what did they start at for the season? It was like 89.
I'll get that for you, Jerry.
Yeah, give me that. I want to know. Because it's got to be down to like fucking. We got to be flirting with 500 right now for the season.
They started the season at 89. 89. You were right.
89.
89 when the season started, and right this moment on Kalshi.
83.
Users are forecasting the Sox to finish with 85 wins.
85. For
the 2026 season. I got to be honest, there's a chance the AL East winner ends with like 87 or 88 wins. I was curious the last time that happened. It's been 26 years the last time someone won the AL East with less than 90 wins. It was the 2000 Yankees with 87.
Sucked. They won the World Series,
yeah,
right?
they won the World Series. Yeah,
I was going to say, that's shot. Were like they all hurt in the middle of the season? What happened there?
I have no clue. But I think they realized, oh wait, we win World Series. We need to like,
yeah, maybe. Maybe.
They're like, we're good. We just have to get through. They basically did what the Dodgers do at times here. We're like, just get to the playoffs. These games are kind of stupid, and then we'll win.
Yeah, they were just exhausted from deep playoff runs every year.
Yeah. They just kept partying through the next season and then qualified for the playoffs. Like, let's do it again, boys. Like, we're here. Might as well get 3 in a row.
And they did.
But, 85 wins for the Sox. Where are we at? We kind of revisiting this. I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Where are the boys at?
This is, like, Kalshi is basically just asking us, do you think that we're watching the 2019 season all over again?
Essentially, yeah.
And how much of the last 2.5, 3 weeks traumatized you?
I'm pretty traumatized, yeah.
But you had them,
I guess, like
90 plus, right?
90.
Jared had him like the 27 Yankees. He was like, this team, this offense, watch out.
I believe I said 90, and I also said they can't hit anything.
Yeah. I had him at 94, so that's looking good.
Yeah,
top
I had him
5
at
offense.
90, and I think Coley had him at 87. Does that sound
87.
right?
I think Coley had him at 55.
Yes. I don't even think they're going to show up for this season. I don't know if they're going to field a team. No, I mean, if it like projecting forward positives, or I don't really know how to phrase this, but like Roman hasn't, like we've basically done all this without Roman Anthony. It's like last year, like he's not on the team yet as far as I'm concerned. Like his bat just isn't what it's supposed
Decent
to be.
road trip, but yes, overall.
Yeah,
yes.
He's about to go on a stretch. You can see it.
Feels like it.
I agree with that. Marcelo hasn't been, like, his glove's been fantastic. The bat's been okay sometimes. So like, can the offense be better on a nightly basis? Yeah, definitely. The pitching has like been dog water, and that's supposed to be the backbone of this team. There's some alarming things. We're about to talk about it with the game 2 starter. Some alarming things that I don't know are going to get fixed, but Suarez had a massive bounce back. Bayo had a good bounce back. Connelly early. That had to. I don't want to jump ahead, but that was his best start of his career. Maybe we'll get to it. Like there's reason to believe that this team's best baseball is ahead of it. And to what Steve was just saying, the rest of the league's gonna also be the same as what you are right now. So I think it's really just gonna be who has like the hottest 2 months out of anyone. I think the rest of it's all going to kind of look the same. That's where the separation is going to be. Can this team have a great, call it June and July, and the rest of the months be meh? I think that might be the difference.
Yeah, right now you're 27th in rotation ERA. Like if I ever told you that coming into the year at any point, you'd be like, it's almost impossible. Like they would all
crash.
Yeah, they would all have to shit their pants or have some kind of insane disease overtaking them.
Yeah.
But no, like they're going to be better than that. And even in the last 10 games, you've scored 6 runs 6 times. So I think the offense is going to be better. Is it going to be dominant? Is it going to be the offenses you remember of the last 4 championship teams? Certainly not. But I do think we're talking about a team here that is still finding that identity, and that's why Game 2 was kind of concerning. But yeah, I don't think we've seen anything close to what this team's going to be, and the defense has been better overall, and I think that's going to be a big part of this entire pie. So yeah, I'm still riding high. I'm not leaving my pick yet.
I'm always looking at June 1. I'm always targeting June 1 to really get a feel for what the old local 9 is looking like. 41 games for the Red Sox from now until the start of June. You just got to really hang around until then. I mean, the season's so damn long. We talk about it all the time. That's literally half an NBA season from now until just the start of June.
You were under 500 when you got to June last year. Like that baseball team was 28-32.
And then once they really got cooking into the summer, it was like them, the Blue Jays, like a couple other teams, but they were like top 2-3 record in baseball for essentially all the summer months. Obviously, it shifted a little bit in September, and we know how the season ended. But the rotation needs to feel more like a unit. It needs to feel more like a one entity instead of just like, hey, we'll see how these guys do individually every night. And the lineup's got to keep it moving. Like for a team that doesn't feel like it has an identity yet, they just know what they need to be. So if they can level things out and actually get to where they're supposed to be, I think they'll be fine. And probably the biggest point of them all is that this league sucks. Like the American League is just not good. Yeah. And I don't see any team I'll mention my barber again today. He's like, who do you think is going to be like the Red Sox competition? I'm like, I don't think they have much competition. It's just that they're not good either. So it's trying to just be better than you are so you can exist among a pretty weak class of teams.
I think the scary thing to me, and it first processed with the Contreras stuff, if something does happen to one of those guys in the lineup, I don't know what you're doing, man. It's going to be maybe one of the outfielders. You can sort of figure it out. But even then, if it's a Contreras or, a Roman, one of those upper echelon hitters for you, I think we've seen what it looks like if one of those guys isn't functioning the way they need to.
I think you just put Roman at first base.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, Sonny Gray, 93 pitches, 51 strikes, just 4 innings, 9 hits, 5 earned, 1 walk, 1 K, 2 bombs. The ERA is 4.43. He got the loss. His first loss of the season. What was going on with Sonny Gray, T?
Yeah, he was throwing that curveball a ton, which probably tells you what kind of feel he had overall for the fastball. 10 whiffs, 3 on the cutter, 2 on the curveball. Same for the fastball and changeup, 1 on the sinker. I think the big thing here that kind of stood out to everyone, he's in the 13th percentile for K percentage so far this year. He was in the 79th percentile last year. When you're talking about a guy being a fit merchant, it's because he's striking out a ton of guys. He's keeping walks down. So far, he's just not striking out guys. And you look at some of the stuff, he's not getting the same whiff on, the sweeper and the curveball, some of these pitchers that got him his nickname, being the spin doctor or whatever, or Dr. Spin, whatever he calls himself. So that to me would be the worrisome part.
What the fuck's his nickname? I didn't know that he had
Spin
one.
doctor
They
guy?
call him the spin doctor, like whatever that nickname
Dr.
is.
Spin.
But
Spin master.
Yeah.
When he's not missing bats
Frankenspin.
like that, like you're gonna start leaving yourself up to giving up multiple home runs a game.
Spin on this.
And he's not Coley.
He has one nickname listed on Baseball Reference, Tyler. What do you think it is? You got to pick one, and I'll tell you which one it is.
Spinny Hendrix.
I'll go with the spin doctor.
It's Pickles.
All right,
Pickles.
man. I know I didn't make this up. I remember it being a thing at his press conference.
Baseball Reference nicknames Pickles. That's it.
It's just Pickles,
Spinny
T.
Pickles.
It's somewhere. Shout out
Dr.
Pickles.
Pickles.
I love Rugrats. He's also just throwing strikes 5% less of the time too, so he's not filling up the zone like he was a year ago.
Because he has hand in a fucking Vlasic jar. He's fighting off a pelican or a stork for those
Pickle
spears.
juice all over his hands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find this nickname. I know I didn't make it up.
It's Pickles,
I just
T.
found. Why don't you trust me? Why don't
Yeah.
you believe me?
No, I do trust you, but I remember reading it
It doesn't sound like you do because he just told you it was Pickles and you're still trying to look for something else.
because I know when I have something in my head like that, I didn't make it up. Give me a second.
No. Nope.
Second denied.
Pretty disrespectful.
I agree.
Oh, here we go. Someone tweeted "spin doctor." Yeah, a couple times. There's tweets with us.
Who?
These are just fans, Cardinals fans.
He's Pickles.
He does kind of look like Tommy Pickles now that you mention it. He has like a baby-looking head.
Come on,
Yeah,
man,
he's
don't
Pickles
talk about
too.
Pickles like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look at Sonny Gray's head and then look up Tommy Pickles. You'll see
I
it.
know what Tommy Pickles looks like.
Is that why they call him that?
I don't know. Maybe.
He's just Pickles, baby.
Yeah.
He's just Pickles.
That's just
His
Pickles being
post-game.
Pickles, baby.
His post game
Come on,
was
babe.
very interesting.
Well, that's just Pickles. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's just what Pickles do.
It comes from
That's
an
Big
inside
Bill.
clubhouse joke with the A's, the Pickles nickname.
Okay.
Guy fucked a pickle jar.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah, I like that nickname.
Pickles.
Yeah, it's just
Funny
Pickles. Yeah. Anyways, first big league strikeout for Jack Anderson was pretty cool. Struck out the side, Nesson camera up his family's nostrils. That was in the bottom of the fifth.
They can't stop.
Yeah. Andrew Monasterio just challenged a strike 3 call on a pitch that was directly down the middle. I'm at a loss for words on this one. That was in the 6th inning.
Real quick, Jerry,
Yep.
because I got some ABS numbers here. The Red Sox
please.
have challenged the least of any Major League Baseball team. That immediately tells me, once again, they were not ready for the ABS system, and they're scared to challenge.
Well,
I think
Cora
after
said-
Cincinnati, they're shaking in their boots.
Cora was like, yeah, I just told them like early in the game, don't think about it. Like pretend it's not there. I'm like, what kind of advice is that? Just ignore it? I understand saving it for big moments, but you can have big moments early in the game. It just depends on the situation.
Also, the Twins are incredible at it. That's someone that was ready for this when the season started, and that's going to win them more games. They have the best record in the American League. I don't think that's by happenstance at the start, or happen chance, Mikey.
Happen chance.
By the start of this season. They have a total versus expected as a team. I think it's like ABS WAR, basically. Sox are 4th worst in the
hate
majors. The only AL team worse is the White Sox. And then for catchers, when it comes to this whole like ABS WAR, the Red Sox are last. So tough start for Cap.
Was this the game where he tried to challenge one and the ump was like, "Yeah, go fuck yourself"? Like he was like a half second too late. It was either game 1 or 2. And he just was like, that was clearly a strike. You're not going to call it. Because that's also part of this too. Some of these umps, especially in this series, they'll call strike like 5 minutes after the pitch was thrown. Like just a big, let me step back. One of these, and it's a strike. So like, when am I supposed to challenge it if I'm waiting for your delayed strike call?
That applies a lot to the game 1 ump. And it was going to be something I was more pissed off at, but the game was over in 3 seconds. So it's like, whatever. This guy could take 20 minutes. The game's going to be over regardless. But yeah, no, that's a good point where it's like these old school umps that are also trying to get used to all this, you're going to have to update too. You got to be letting these guys know immediately. And if anything, there should be a little more wiggle room. If you're going to take forever to call the strike, I should have a little more time to challenge that. Like, that's ridiculous.
Because he was clearly waiting to hear the strike call that he knows is delayed. And then it didn't come, and he was like, oh, I guess I'm challenging. Plus, he's also challenging, like, here. The ump can't see that. So then when you turn and do it again, he's like, well, it's been like 5 minutes, dude. Throw it back to the pitcher. Like, you got to bang right on top of the head immediately. Like, even... I guess with a delayed strike call, you get it overturned to a ball, maybe. I don't really know how that works, but yeah, just quicker to the trigger. Cap.
You don't want the Gary Sanchez to happen again.
Yeah. Byron Buxton fucking hates me. 4 hits, 2 bombs, 6-0 Twins in the 6th inning. Mike Abel just still jamming it up my ass. Career high in strikeouts with 10 innings pitched, 7 scoreless. Aroldis Chapman needing to get work down 6 in the 8th because the Red Sox suck. Red Sox lose 6-0. They fall to 6-11.
His velo was back.
That's great. Today's game. Massa running is just so funny.
Thank you.
No. What?
T had one.
The Caleb Durbin bunt with 2 outs was fucking atrocious. That's it.
Atrocious.
Jared, I was frustrated. Jared?
The Twins have 15 home runs in their last 7 games. They have to be cheating because we are not this bad at pitch. 1-0 Twins in the bottom of the 1st. I think OB like kind of implied that he thought the Twins were cheating.
That was the first thing I saw people saying was like OB's extra pissed today. I think that's just like the general sentiment around the team.
That's what rallied the boys, though. They were like, we can't let OB get pissed off, dude.
Yeah. Can't
Did
let
we?
the big guy
what
down.
was-
He just starts fucking punching people in the face on the plane.
What was the situation? Top 1, 2nd, and 3rd? Did you breeze past this, or did you say it and I didn't?
For the
listen to it?
Sox?
2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Yeah,
Massa doubled.
yeah. Rafaela walked. 2-hole Rafaela walked. So 2nd and 3rd, 1 out, and then it was
Story.
bases loaded, no outs for the Story swung at, or he didn't swing at multiple splitters, and then was like, actually, I got this one, and then Duran struck out too, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
full count.
Yeah, that I thought it was just going to be that kind of day all over again and then the home run from a guy who doesn't really exist, the second batter of their night. It's just like, all right, here we go again. Thanks.
I didn't even have his
was
name
wrong.
in the notes. That's how unimportant he is to me.
He was a top 5 pick.
Who is he?
Austin Martin. He was a Vandy dude.
Yeah, well,
I think
didn't
he
make the
went
notes.
5th overall. What did he go? Hold on. Yeah, 5th overall, 2020.
Nice.
Hell of a draft. Next line here says, Andrew Monasterio is better than I thought he was. Should never be allowed to challenge again, though.
it was such a bad challenge. I kind of only want him challenging. Like, that's at least make me laugh. If you're gonna make me cry, also make me laugh at some point.
Dead ass. I like Sadan hitting second. I can get used to that. Single to load the bases in the 3rd. The Twins did a dumb 2-run score on what should have been a double play. 2-1 Sox in the 3rd. TS10 3-run pump. 5-1 Red Sox in the 3rd.
Worst mound visit ever.
Very Red Sox-esque.
Yeah. Hey, this guy who just hasn't had a hit recently, give up in a first pitch 3-run home run. Go do that for me real quick.
First pitch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to lead the team in RBI, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, big time. He's got 15, right?
No.
I thought it was 17 and 18
It's even
games,
more?
right?
No
Yeah.
way, he's added more.
17 RBIs in
17.
18 games.
Yeah, that double late in
Crazy.
the game, right? That
Yep.
played 2 more. Not
Yeah,
to
that
jump
added
in.
too.
Yep.
Yep.
He had 5. The Red Sox are actually having lucky things happen to them today. I don't know what to make of it. Wong with the broken bat infield single that kicks off the bag. IKF with the soft liner that should have been caught. That happened in the 4th inning. The Red Sox load the base on some BABIP bullshit, immediately grounded to a double play without scoring a run. And then I believe that was 2 outs. And then what did Massa ground out? How did that inning end? It was the double play, but that wasn't the inning ender.
Rafaela hit into it, right? He hit it right at the third baseman.
Yeah.
Stepped on third and threw home, and then they
Correct.
hugged.
Was it Meyer?
Maybe.
No, Massa would have been next.
What inning was it again?
The 4th.
The 4th.
Massa hit third.
Yeah, I think it was Massa. Massa grounded out to second.
Yeah, Massa called out on strikes, I think.
Oh, he struck out.
Doesn't happen to him.
No.
Yeah, it
he
was
struck out.
Massa struck out, yeah.
Damn. Monasterio, second hit of the game, drives in Duran, makes it 6-1 Sox in the 5th. This is a random note. I said Meyer's swing when he goes the other way on a line reminds me of Roman's when he does the same. They've got that like slice / like I don't even know how to describe it. Like when they go the other way on a line, it's like it looks like a sword. But they look similar.
fencing.
Their swings. Yeah.
Thing with Marcelo, tell me if I'm wrong here. I feel like similar in the NBA, Coley, where a guy can be on the floor, but you just don't really even notice him at all. It's like, oh, how many minutes did he play tonight? Like Marcelo can go through stretches at the plate where I'm like, do I remember any of his at bats? Like, do these stick out at all? Which is obviously not what you want for a guy that has some high hopes there at the plate.
I feel like he's always up with 2 outs and nobody on. Like that's
there's a lot of
every
like
at-bat for him.
inconsequential at bats where it's like, okay, inning's over, and all right, well, at least we got his glove. That's kind of what it feels like. But you see more of him in the "you bum" commercial than you do at the plate.
That's literally
Right
like
now.
that's been the highlight of his season is the commercial.
Yeah,
I feel like whenever I watch him, I just see Brandon Crawford. Like that's all that ever pops in my mind. But he's 76th percentile barrel percentage, 74th percentile chase percentage, and I would not have guessed that for him. But he's swinging and missing a ton, and that's not going to help him. And a lot of even his batted ball data, while I feel like watching, I've been impressed, especially with him going to left center. He hasn't really pulled much this year, and if he's not pulling much, he's not going to tap into that power regularly.
See, is Chase defined as like anything outside of the zone?
Correct.
That's what I think. Like he swings on a lot of stuff that's like just below the zone. Like I almost feel like they need another. Like when Rafaela chases, or like when
Chase
Javi
Max.
Baez chases,
Yeah, other
like,
batter's
when
box.
Story chases, those are chases. Like right outside the zone, like a pitch that may be called a strike. I don't know if that's a chase in my eyes.
they should have borderline chase. That's a good point. Like, give me the stuff that like he probably was doing the right thing by protecting versus swinging at a ball that's 3 feet off the plate.
Right.
I do feel like I like his approach at the plate a lot more this year than I did a year ago. To me, he looks like he has a plan up there. I do think there's going to be just the growing pains overall, though. The swing and miss is going to hurt him from time to time. And as long as he keeps it down to 24%, that's a decent spot. But he's going to need to tap into that power because I don't think the hit tool's far enough. And so far, he hasn't really done that.
Play him at short. And then his bat doesn't matter at all.
It's a fair conversation.
TS10
For this
shoots
year, his bat obviously matters. Sorry.
Oh,
TS10 shoots the gap for a 2-run double. 5 RBI day for Unk. 9-1 Sox in the top of the 6th. Connelly early is fucking awesome. I have such high hopes for this kid. It's in the bottom of the 6th, which I thought he was going to come back out for one more maybe, but his day was done after that 6th inning of work. 85 pitches, 52 for strikes, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. The homer, his ERA is down to 2.29. Picks up his first win on the year. He's 1-0. T, what do we see from Connelly early?
Yeah, that was the first homer he ever gave up in his big league career, which is kind of wild. I don't know when you think about it. But in this start, I think the entire thing for him has just been command. Can you limit the walks? Can you limit the traffic that's been out there? He's usually due to hit someone every single start. And over the last couple starts, it was a balance of him starting to walk more guys and then him simply giving up 2 hits or too many hits. And in this start, he only gave up 2 hits. So he was able to limit that traffic. And while he didn't really have any clean innings except the 6th inning, it never was really that bad. He'd put one guy on and was able to work around it. And Roman Anthony said it after the game. He just, the calm presence out there, you feel it constantly whenever you do watch him pitch. And that's how I felt watching him today. It was like working in and out of base runners, but it didn't really matter to him. He wasn't going to put himself in a bad spot. And I did like the stats everyone was putting out comparing his 4 starts from last year to his 4 starts this year. Last year, 2.33 ERA, 0.91 FIP. That was in 19 1/3. He had a 13.5 K per 9 and a 1.8 walk per 9. This year in 4 starts, it's a 2.29 ERA, but a 3.62 FIP, 19 2/3. The K percentage or the K per 9 back down to 9.1. The walks are up to 4.5. So I think that's where you see where he can run into trouble when he's putting guys on. And even in his last start, you can say he probably wouldn't have given up a run if Ceddanne Rafaela makes the catch in center.
My favorite part about this start, fewest pitches he's thrown all year, the longest he's gone all year. He is never in his career, I know it's massively early, pun intended, gone 6 or more innings. This was the first time that ever happened. Now, maybe Cora's telling him, hey, we got this cute little stat going that if a starter goes 6 innings, we win the game, so let's keep that one going. I believe now it's 7 in OT when that happens, and 0-11 when it doesn't. Okay, so that's the 2026 Red Sox out of the gate here. But, yeah, seeing him go 6 is huge and control the zone. Just he's completely under control the entire start. It was awesome.
Yeah. Last line. Ryan Watson is pissing me off. Red Sox win 9-5. Red Sox win 9-5 to improve to 7-11, and that is the Notebook.
One funny thing that happened today, because Roman was playing right, watching, observing. There was one pop fly. Him and Meyer have 0 field chemistry. 0.
Couldn't believe it.
It was
They've
an
only
issue
spent
last
8 million
year.
hours together. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I could. Like, they obviously, like, they're not having words, like, telling each other to fuck off, but just watching them talk after that was very funny. Because, I like, theoretically, they're going to be on the other side of the field, what, next year?
Yeah.
So, like, it's going to happen more.
It caught me off guard because I was like, oh, they hang out all the time. So why did that happen? It's like, yeah, well, going out in the north end's a little different than who's got the ball in short right field. It's not like they're at like Tresca, like, hey, hypothetically, if there's a ball, it's kind of in your zone, but kind of mine. Who's getting that thing? Like, come on now.
Future commercial, they're both sitting at Tresca, like, check comes, I got it. I got it. Neither of them call for it. It's just awkward.
Like that. And then for some reason, the you bum guy just is in that commercial too.
Kurt Schilling's there.
Yeah, let's just throw them all in there. Might as well.
I was a big fan of the Connor Wong suicide squeeze in the 5th. Doing a little, he's hit well so far to start the year, but doing a little or a lot of those small things right that they kind of lack. It feels like when Connor Wong's out there, he's doing good stuff. And maybe that's heightened a bit because Narvaez, at least offensively, hasn't had the start to the year that he was probably hoping for. But credit to Connor Wong. He's been valuable so far. He's doing the job.
Shout him out, man.
You want Trevor Story's stats over his last 7 games?
Please.
333, 367, 529, 896 OPS, a homer, 2 doubles, 11 RBIs, 6 Ks to 2 walks. He had a 377 OPS when it started. He's already up to 560.
Sounds like he's embracing his inner DH.
So
yeah, he's
that
ready.
Listen, I know some people were like, they didn't really fault him for what happened at shortstop. That was one of the dumbest things. And yeah, that doesn't speak to his range or anything, but as a veteran player, to make that situation worse when your pitcher is already struggling, man, you're trying to send the message to young guys not to do too much. And the guy who's kind of the leader of the team is doing way too much.
He's just been really bad defensively, and I don't know that him playing second would be better.
11 errors in his last 35 games.
It was tough seeing that. I know Jerry mentioned it in the Notebook, but seeing that like dive, throw the glove play. I don't know what the hell that was. And that's on top of just how bad that game was already going. And it's like, you can't get runs for a crazy double play right now, Trevor. He was almost trying to like convert defense into offense. But yeah, that was very odd. At the same time, he's on pace for 153 RBIs. So
because he's a DH.
I've heard crazy.
You get Yoshida at short, and this team's fucking humming. Yeah, I don't like Matsuyama. Does he still have a 500 OBP?
Yeah, I believe
to be
so.
somewhere around there.
It's really hard. The quality of bat right now, yeah, it's exactly. Oh, excuse me, 459.
Oh, caught him.
Yeah, bum. Striking out 16% of the time. He's doing everything they're looking for in the lineup. While Jarren Duran, and credit to him, he had the homer in the first game, is kind of doing the opposite. I believe he's first percentile whiff percentage in baseball right now. Which, I'm not saying that to say, oh, like, look at who he is as a player. It's more, I think, what the logjam is doing to these guys, whether it's Duran sitting out 2 out of 3 games in a series or Yoshida having to do it. The only thing that's great about Masa, you sit him down for a couple days, you plug him back in, he's like right back to it. Doesn't matter. Nothing changes. And credit to him, because that's not easy. And when he got asked about it, no bad comments, no bitching about it. It was more just, I'm waiting for my time. But right now, he is exactly what this lineup needs.
He's been the least affected and maybe the most moved around. And he's like, you know what? Whatever. I'm going to be ready to go.
God bless.
It's just hard because Rafael is fucking doing it too, man. I will say
no one chimed in when I said that I like Sadan hitting second. How does everyone else feel about that?
And there was no natural break in conversation for anyone to jump in.
That's
Cora
usually because people are quick to jump in. Cora, what?
Cora seemed to shy away after the game. He was like, yeah, we did that today because these guys were out of the order.
Cora wanted nothing to do with any questions after this game. He was pissed off.
About
downtown
what?
Ian Brown is one of the nicest guys on the beat. Like, Cora was not feeling any of those questions.
It was an angry couple of days for him. That quote with Ian Brown about just being angry about the Ken Rosenthal thing in St. Louis, to drop that's fucking bullshit, and just go off and give an entire rant and then defend Ken Rosenthal when you didn't even hear the clip. And if you listen to the clip, you can hear how it sounds. I don't know. Just angry, man.
What
and maybe that's just because
I know that you tweeted it, but like, what was the context?
So there was an entire conversation, I believe it was around JJ Weatherholt, about an extension, something along those lines. And they were talking about there's a much higher hit rate on those than many people or media realize. And then at the end of the report, Ken Rosenthal talks about Cora saying, well, the dynamic changes when you do that, and how that can impact things is, part of the entire conversation. And the way Rosenthal framed it, he labeled it as a concern. This is one of the things that could be a concern. I know these contracts usually work out, but then the dynamic can change, and that can lead to stuff. And he was pissed, but he admitted he didn't hear the clip. And I think it's pretty stupid to, sit out there and go so hard for Ken Rosenthal when you didn't hear how it was framed, because I think anyone who heard how it's framed, you can understand why it would be looked at in a negative light.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how pissed he was in the postgame, especially getaway day, win, Sox needed it, get a little momentum into an off day, big 7-game homestand coming up. And I think Ian Brown had just asked him about like Connelly looking better, which he absolutely did. Like, this was the best start of his
he was
career.
Like, no, not command. And I was like, all right.
And then he was doing that thing that you do when you're just talking to someone you just don't like. Well, and I'm not saying he doesn't like Ian Brown. Ian Brown's the nicest guy ever. But it's more just that approach of like, no, you're wrong. Like, you could say the most factual thing ever right now, but that's not it. So, I don't know. It just
followed up by essentially saying what Ian Brown said. And that's why I was like, that's weird to shut it. It was almost like you just didn't want to agree with what he was saying, and then you brought it up yourself during the next question.
It was just notable because I think AC, for the most part, really handles the media well. And, they could be going through a terrible stretch, and he just kind of sits there, answers the questions, and that it, guys. All right, that's it. Like, this was just notable today. So maybe it's nothing big, but it's something.
I wonder what could be going on that would make him that mad after a dub.
Well, and I think that's where, if you want to tie it back to that Cardinals clip, you can connect dots. Carlos Narvaez, he got punished. We speculated. I think a lot of people believed he kind of was used as the poster boy, maybe for an issue that was going on with the team. They kind of took it out on him or made an example out of him because he could take it. well, is this a continued trend? Is this something that maybe with these younger guys, maybe in a world without Alex Bregman, he's having to manage more than he did last year, or maybe have to, kind of instruct these younger players or push them on a pathway to be big leaguers, and that might equal it in a year where they're trying to win, and that's not always the easiest adjustment.
Sure isn't. Yeah, because Maz tonight was asking me, do you think that Cora is the right fit for this group? And I was like, I don't hear any complaints about Cora. Like, I remember hearing complaints about Farrell from the players when that was on the way out. I think what might end up being an issue is that Alex Cora is dying to win again, whereas that doesn't align with the ownership, and it doesn't align with the lack of aggressiveness that Craig Breslow operates with, and he might look around the room at his own group and see guys that don't want to win as badly as he does. So I don't think that means that it's it's not Cora's fault, I don't think. But if I'm him and I'm like, why do I care this much if you guys don't?
I just don't have much sympathy when he signed that extension. He didn't have to.
You can still feel like your guys aren't bringing it to the level.
No, that's different. With players, you should get angry if you feel like they're not approaching stuff the same way. He knew what he signed up for when he signed that extension here. At least in terms of ownership, in terms of the front office, they've been operating unless
they made him false promises.
If you got swindled again by this front office, man, and this ownership group, like, what do you want me to tell you? Because he spoke very glowingly right before spring training about, seemingly being open to another contract and continuing managing. And I don't know. It seemed very positive in the light of continuing to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people asking me if he could just be the next Brad Stevens in terms of move to the front office. And I feel like as great as Brad's been, Mike Zarin's there. I don't know who would occupy that role with the Red Sox. Obviously, there's a lot of great people who've worked there for a long time. Mike Zarin's just one of the best in the world at what he does. And B, they had Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum already, which is a huge point that gets often overlooked. That is not a thing the current Red Sox have. That is part of the, maybe Roman Anthony can be that. But it's also still just 1 out of 9, as opposed to 40% of the team is already 2 of the 10 best players in the league. Like, that is a big difference when you're just working on the margins versus trying to go out and sign one of those guys. Because in baseball, as we've seen before, you try and go sign and acquire an Adrian Gonzalez and a Kyle Crawford in the same offseason. It doesn't always work the way you draw it up in your head. Like, it is just a lot more moving pieces. So I'm not saying he can't do it. I just don't know that the Brad Stevens comparison will ever be fair, especially since, to Cora's credit, he has won a championship as a coach, a thing Brad Stevens could not do. Not his fault, but that is another difference between the two.
And Coley, correct me because you definitely know more than me, but you would view Cora more in a traditional way versus Brad Stevens being more in a modern NBA, understanding the landscape and kind of acting with that mindset, right? Like, would you consider him like an analytical guy, or is that more just tagging him as that because he's nerdy, appearance-wise?
I think like one of the things that Brad knew was exactly what the team needed around his guys, which Cora would likely be finely in tuned with. But I mean, I said it all offseason, like a lot of the contracts given to the Alonsos and the Bregmans, I was like, yeah, I definitely understand why you wouldn't give these out. Whereas I think Cora would be like, I don't really give a fuck about the year 7. Like, yeah, give them the no trade, get both of them in here, what have you. Like, and I don't know, again, that may work out for long stretches, but will that necessarily deliver a championship? I just can't say that one way or the other. So I don't know that obviously they have different paths, former player versus college coach who just climbed the ranks. Like, it's a weird comparison for a handful of reasons, but I don't know. I didn't view Cora as some like stodgy, like old baseball mind when we hired him. Like he was cutting edge in certain regards, like that, how far we've come. But that 18 team kind of did everything perfectly in a way that it was like, yeah, we're optimizing lineups, which is a thing I think he does well, even with like this team. Like, I don't know what the optimal lineup is for this team because most of the guys stink. Or it's like a Yoshida who has to be on the bench, like one of your four best
Comes off
bats.
the bench and he hits third on your team. Duran's hitting friggin' seventh. It's like, what are we doing here, man?
Right. So like, I don't know that Cora's like anti-analytics in a way that Brad and Brady, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know that that is necessarily the case.
Yeah, I'd wonder with Craig Breslow, who seems so model heavy in so much of baseball today is model heavy. Lucas Giolito recently did a great conversation about how that's impacted his whole free agency. I wonder how Cora would look through that scope and comparison and how John Henry would look at it because, yeah, they look at Alex Cora as another son at this point in time. We know that he told them, like, I did not want the CBO position or to interview for it after Chaim Bloom. But would John Henry be willing to, you know, give the controller to someone who doesn't think in the same way he does or with the same kind of, you know, we don't play to win, we play not to lose. Like, that's a very different mindset, and that's a very analytical mindset, I think, that covers all of baseball today.
It's like what the Mariners, was it the owner or GM said? He's like, over a 10-year span, we're looking to play like 520 ball.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know who's getting like amped for that, but something I saw Liam Fennessy post the other day, and it just made me go, because you bring up the model, and we've talked about it a lot, like how the Red Sox model is clearly awful. Like they've got Christian Campbell as like Mike Schmidt in their model, so it's like there's some issues for sure. Their original model, which Theo used to talk about all the time, and was like a minor celebrity in Boston, was Carmine. Do you know when Carmine was taken out of commission, Jerry?
2019.
It was April 25th, 2018. So they were like, we got it from here, Carmine. And like, thank you for this year. This is going to be sick. But boy, oh boy, have the wheels, like, bring talk about hire a guy. Bring back Carmine.
Yeah.
Capture Matt Arnold and take whatever model they use in Milwaukee and bring it back here. That's it. That's all you got to do.
He might have Carmine. We don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
It might be that simple. This
Well,
model told
his
you
model
Vaughn
is just
Grissom.
trade for the Red Sox pitcher that they hate. Why don't
That model said Vaughn Grissom is him. Like, this guy is the future. This what you see at AAA. Ignore the batted ball data. Age.
That's a middle
let
of the
it
order
ride.
bat for the Angels right now, have you know?
Exactly.
I only knew what Carmine was because Felger made fun of it so much.
Carmine cooked. That's all I know about Carmine. It had an 18-year run, 4 rings.
4 rings. What was it, though?
Buddy.
It was like AI before
was it
AI.
not?
It just like pushed out algorithms and lineups and projections and.
So this is from the Bradfo piece for its retirement. Oh God! So the Red Sox are replacing Carmine with a new system they're dubbing Beacon. I fucking hate Beacon. Ending an 18-year run for the most famous computer program in team history. Quote, one of the aspects of being early to building an information system is the technology becomes dated, said Zach Scott, who headed up the Red Sox analytics department at the time. When we built Carmine, we didn't have iPhones. We had Blackberries that were email and text machines. It was a very straightforward desktop application. It wasn't user-friendly. There's a lot of data and information. If you had never used it, you wouldn't know where to begin. But we had a bunch of power users, so we knew exactly where to go. But now we've had so much turnover in the office, there are very few power users. If he says it one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. They will say, how can I do this? And so it seems like it was very proprietary. They were just kind of, I imagine they just typed in like OPS, and they were like, holy fuck, sign that guy.
Wow.
Apparently Theo downplayed it. That makes me feel like it was even more important. If you had something that was like clearly working great for you, you'd be like, yeah, it wasn't that important to what I did. Just ignore it.
Well, I do remember, was it when Chaim came in, and it was just like, yeah, the Red Sox, I think it was like post Dombrowski, maybe it was even post Chaim, but it was like, yeah, the Red Sox are really lacking where other teams are have advanced, have lapped them in areas of scouting. And if we've talked about it before, the Red Sox have whittled down their area scout to almost nobody. Like they are kind of, I know it was talked about and picked apart. I keep going back to the June Lee piece in my head where it was like AI's running this team. I don't know that I can look at the product on field and say that that's not an AI product. Like it stinks at work sometimes. Other times it's the worst thing you've ever seen. Like it's giving AI.
Which is a crazy thing because when you look at the way the Red Sox operate in those departments, it came from the Cubs. And like a lot of those things were kind of beliefs or future ways of thinking that Theo adopted and, you know, his underlings had adopted that still run everything in Chicago. And Breslow took that stuff and brought it here. So like the continuation of a lot of those ideas and Theo being somewhere in the back room, but we don't know how often he is in the back room. Enough to talk about Wilson Contreras with Alex Cora seemingly. But, you know, where has he, you know, kind of been on all this, and is he kind of backing it, or at least saying like, yeah, what he's doing, we were trying to do, that was our vision, and you're just seeing it play out more because Craig Breslow's working in baseball and I am not. But the Cubs are the closest organizational comp on that front. They also have Alex Bregman.
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, that's not like a team I'm like rushing to be either. Like you
No.
look at the trade they made for Tucker. I understand why they did it, but Cam Smith's like 1-5 war through like a week and a half of the season so far. Like, and you didn't re-sign that guy, so that's exactly like Bregman.
There's also no way that I would be curious how their models looked at someone like Nico Horner, because I feel like that would be a player they typically would be wary of, but I don't know.
But also, if those two teams have the same model, how would they ever line up on a trade?
It's fair. I think that's what exists. That's the middle ground, the gray area between two models like that. Like eventually that's where like if you're going to make a deal, it takes something beyond that.
What's the last notable trade the Red Sox and Cubs made with each other?
Felix
Nomar?
Dubrant.
Felix Dubrant.
Jeez.
Right? Marco
Even
Hernandez.
Nomar was a 3-team, wasn't it?
Yeah, Twins. Twins, Cubs. I don't know. Like, yeah, I can't think of any really.
Oh, Garrett Cooper.
You think this season's the worst, and you remember Garrett Cooper was on the team, and T was like, "This guy's fucking Jim Tomei."
He was like, finally the missing
Hey.
piece.
We talk about this, but we don't talk about me being a Dom Smith truther either.
Dom
always
Smith was a
remember you
You were
fair
favorite.
face.
I thought you were anti Dom Smith because he was doing the same shit as Garrett Cooper. Do I have that?
No, I was just very pro Garrett Cooper, and then I realized very quickly that Dom Smith was way better than him, and then I was like, oh, no, I'm a Dom Smith guy, actually. I love what he's doing at Atlanta. Keep tearing it up, buddy.
If you would be like, I think it stinks, that would have been a wild take.
Well, what is before we get to Stop and Shop? Is there anything in your Milliken manifesto that we didn't hit on that you'd like to, T? There has to be.
I'm scrolling. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything significant. We went through all the games. We touched on all the pitchers.
Fact.
Oh, Sonny Gray in the second game talking about the box situation with the pitch comm. Like, stuff that just annoys the fuck out of me. Like, I understand a balk happens, whatever it may be. The pitch comm not working in his ear, we can't figure out a way to handle that if it's not properly. Or was he just saying that to get out of it? That was my other question. Was this him framing a way so that you didn't blame him for the balk in that inning? Because it did end up biting you in the ass. Besides that, I think that's it.
Okay.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Stop and Shop supermarkets have a major announcement. We repeat, don't shop for your groceries anywhere else.
Yeah, Stop and Shop. Yeah, Stop and Shop.
And what's great about these tangerines, look how easy they peel. Just like that. And loaded, I mean loaded with nutritional value.
Yeah, Stop and Shop.
Double kill.
What's better than having to Stop and Shop, getting it done for all of you?
The Stop and Shop look ahead, brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right now. You get 5 pounds of tangerines, fucking 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop. Use the promo code section 10. Yeah, that's I saw a lot of great feedback for the new Stop and Shop song too.
It made me happy. I was really, I don't know if insecure was the right word, but when you drop the first one and it becomes like a part of like what we do, you just don't want the next one to not be something that at least meets the standard. I'm happy for most people it did.
It's a hell of a beat, T.
Yeah. Thank you.
The double kill is going to get me every time.
Can I ask a question?
Kill. Yeah.
Did we get demonetized?
No.
Beautiful.
No.
That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, no.
I think we just need to get monetized for this segment.
Right.
Bang.
I agree with that. Yeah. There's been a lot of like curiosity and discourse around the monetization thing. I think people are making it like a bigger deal than it was. I think it's just like people are like how didn't they notice? Because I'm pretty sure our previous employer just got I think they were entitled to all the YouTube money, but they didn't care enough to they didn't say anything. So, I mean, it wasn't going to us. So the second that we took over on an independent level and then we were looking under the hood, we were like, oh, like YouTube money would be helpful. We should make it. And so then, yeah, like we just...
And in the off season, we just simply don't play as much music. Like I do think it's a part of it too. Like
it's very
there was
true.
nothing to notice throughout the off season.
Right.
We're not looking
It's
ahead.
not as much of
There's
a
no
musical in the
haikus.
off season. Yeah.
No. There's literally nothing. There's no weather. Like there's nothing we have to play music for in the off season.
It's like a 6-month musical we got going here, and we're in season.
A 6-month musical. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Off day on Thursday. Very excited for that off day. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. What am I going to do? What are you guys doing?
Whatever.
Hole.
Flying.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You say hole?
Yeah.
He said hole.
Okay. Yeah. Could do some hole. It's an off
Coley, what are
day.
you doing on Thursday?
Surviving. I got all 3 kids solo. So yeah, and then at night, or maybe it might be Friday. We'll talk about it after tea. But so yes, surviving and advancing. Hopefully.
Okay. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. Game 1 is Ranger Suarez versus Casey Mize. This is a 4-game series. They made it a 4-game series so that we didn't have to record the podcast on Sunday night with WrestleMania. So they were like, Steve wants to watch WrestleMania, so let's have the game on Monday to extend the record time.
They were double nice here because I also want to celebrate POTY's 40th, and that's Sunday. So it's like he wants to do a double header here. Obviously, Dan loves WrestleMania. Yep. So, like, yeah.
No
recording on Sunday nights.
Yep.
Pretty beautiful thing, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to feel weird.
I hate
Game 1's on Apple TV.
They still have games?
Yeah.
I thought they lost them.
No.
That's
We're going to tell you about the Green Monster. You know about the Green Monster, T?
Never heard of it. I'm their target audience. People who've never been to Fenway Park.
And guess what, guys? We're up here now. We're up on it because there's seats up here. It's like, 23 years, man. Anyway.
Yeah, that's... I don't know, man. I don't... I'm already thinking about the next segment, Steve, if you catch my drift.
No, I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, Apple TV has the broadcast for Friday night, Ranger Suarez versus All-Star Casey Mize. Brian Bayo versus Tarek Skubal. Yikes. That's a 4:10 start on Saturday. Cy Young Award winner back-to-back. Garrett Crochet versus Framber Valdez on Sunday. That's a 1:35 start. And then Monday morning, this is my take. I hate this game. I do. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I hate it.
The marathon game?
Yep. Hate it.
Wow, this is actually surprising.
Why?
What do you hate about it? Just it's in the morning.
It's in the morning, and like if you want to, like there shouldn't be a game on Marathon Monday because it's a pain in the ass to get in and out of the city. Like if you just want to go to the game, but everyone's like, "Oh, look at me, I'm running!" Like it's so fucking stupid. Yeah. No, I'm right.
From a logistics standpoint, it is
A
kind of a
nightmare.
nightmare, but I love quirky baseball stuff, so I'm always going to love this game.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
always
It's
think-
fine to watch on TV, but it's a fucking pain in the balls to get in and out of if you want to actually go to the game.
Yeah, it is tough.
Yeah. Sonny
love
Gray.
the Boston jerseys, Jerry.
Yeah.
Those are hard.
Mm-hmm.
I always think of Mike Napoli's walk-off. That's what plays in my head whenever I think about it.
It was today's the anniversary of that because weren't they wearing 42? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was
On
eating
Boston
mac
Day.
and cheese during it.
I think you were eating mac and cheese, right?
You were eating
when that
mac and
happened?
cheese during that? Yeah.
Yeah, my dad made
I
it.
They're like
remember that.
9 in the morning.
Yeah, well, my dad had made me go out and do yard work, and I may have had a bit of a temper tantrum while I was out there, and that was how he made it up to me.
Shit.
Calm this kid down with some mac.
Yeah. Sonny Gray
April
versus
vacay.
Socks. Some mac and socks.
He knew how to treat
Jerry.
me.
Sonny Gray versus Jack Flaherty is the stupid ass 11 a.m. game. That's a pain in the fucking balls to get to because people are running in the streets.
People dedicate their lives to this thing.
There's a
I
lot of
don't
people that aren't going
care.
to like this one, but
Oh,
hey,
I don't
you're going
fucking
for
care.
it.
It's
I know you
been
don't.
it's been long enough. Like
Yeah.
I've told this story multiple times, but on the day of the marathon in 2013, an
big one?
hour before the tragedy, I tweeted, "I fucking hate the Boston Marathon." And then that happened.
I'm gonna
I would have
do
sent the
something
police
about
to
it.
your house.
That happened. I took the tweet down. I was like, my bad. But
Whoops.
I've always, and like, I gave it a decade plus to be like,
13
all right,
years.
all right, like it's special to the city. I get it. But now it really pisses me off because, it's a pain
It's
in
the world's
ass.
first sport.
Huh? It's not a sport.
It's the first
It's not
sport.
a sport.
Running. What were humans doing before they were running?
I don't
It
know,
was a
but
whole
it's not a
thing.
sport.
They were
It's-
crawling. They were in the water before that. Primordial ooze. They did
We
a
could
lot
swim.
before running.
I don't like the marathon.
Yeah.
I just want to confirm, are you
understand
in
that
or out on Marathon Monday?
Out. Out. Yeah. I'm
What about
out.
Marathon
got into a-
Tuesday?
What?
I don't know. The Red Sox on the road. I think it's
Yeah.
stupid to have the like. It's like, oh, we need to have the Red Sox at home during the fucking marathon. Why? So we can just congest all the streets and the fucking trains and everything.
Wait, why do you care about? Do you go to this game every year? Am I missing that part of this?
I
no,
would like to.
but you don't. So you're acting like it messes up your plans. You're
It
on
does.
the couch.
It does mess up my plans because I would go. Like to your point, Steve. It's a little.
Yeah.
It's a little quirky. The 11 a.m. game.
It's a little different. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they wouldn't play the game at that time if it weren't for the marathon. Like you get that part, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like it being
No.
done by two, though.
Don't we have another 11 a.m. game this season?
Oh, is
I
there
think they got
some
moved.
Seattle, right?
peacock shit
I think
or
they
something?
moved that. It was originally a scheduled doubleheader.
Is that Roku? What is that? Remember
I
the
don't know.
Roku Sox
Yeah.
when they
Oh,
won in St.
yeah.
Louis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, either way, I don't like the marathon anymore.
Okay.
No, I got into an argument back on radio where I was like, it's not a bigger Boston event than the Bean Pot, and I stand by that.
Well, that's not
The
true.
Boston Marathon is in Boston for one of the 26.2 miles. Like it's in like Framingham and shit. Like it's
Yeah, it's really the
Hopkinton.
Massachusetts Marathon.
yeah, it starts in Hopkinton,
What do they call it?
And-
Heart Attack Hill?
Heartbreak Hill.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
close enough to.
For me.
Yeah, heart's involved. Oh, you'd have died several miles before that.
People poop their
But
pants
the
doing
Bean
it.
Pot, that's city business.
Yeah, they poop, they puke.
Jared's right. That's a great take. Those people shit everywhere, man. In
Their
yards.
nipples are bleeding. It's a disgusting event.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind
Even
of
in the
scarred
calm
from,
years, it's disgusting.
I'm scarred from marathons in general because I remember years ago, maybe 20 years ago, we went to the Harwich Marathon, and everyone got to the finish line and was just puking. puking. They're just throwing up everywhere. And I'm like, why are we here? This is terrible. It's like, all right, we should probably go home. Yeah. I don't see that as much at the Boston Marathon because I feel like they've already gotten all the puke and poop out. But, geez, yeah, Jerry's I can't say I'm anti-marathon.
It's
it's a big day for the city.
Stupid. T.
If I could manage the marathon or be the director of the marathon, I would have way more food at the finish line. Like a ridiculous amount of food, like a feast.
I think it's the worst thing they could have. I think there's a reason they drink instead. Like I think food would be an immediate, like your body can't, like it has no energy to digest. I think it's the worst thing you could do.
Ever. Or puke, yeah.
All right, Jared, shut up. Thank you for letting me get in here. Today we're talking about aura frames. You got an issue, Jared? Put that finger away, please. I know something that will make you happy, something maybe you can hold on and cherish to get you through your day. We all have great memories with our siblings, our moms, our dads. Maybe you have a distant third cousin you haven't seen in a really long time. Well, aura frames is the thing for you. Think about photo books, all photo albums, things that used to exist. Imagine a digital version that you can have that not only does photos, but also does videos. I have this great picture with my mom. It's me. I am naked in the photo, but it works for the house. It's not anything crazy. It was when I was a small child, and it's her giving me a bath. And whenever I see it, it makes me happy. It kind of warms my heart. So if you have a memory like that, Aura Frames is the place to go. They have free unlimited storage, so you can add as many photos and videos as you want. You can preload photos before it ships. Keep adding them from anywhere, anytime. There's no limit on anything you're doing. It's not like there's a start and finish to this thing. And you can personalize the gift too. Maybe it's something you want to give your mom so she feels less sad that you're not around as much as she needs to be, right? You can make her Mother's Day with Aura Frames. Jared? No?
You didn't ask me a question. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, you went to say something.
Aura.
No, yeah. I got my mom an Aura frame for Christmas. I know it's Mother's Day is coming up in May, and you know we're trying to get Aura frames into all the moms' homes. But my mom has one.
Good for her. Named #1 by Wirecutter, you can save on the gifts moms love by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $25 off their best-selling Carver Mat frame with code SECTION10. That's auraframes.com, promo code SECTION10. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Hell yeah.
Not bad?
Yeah, boy. Back to
Naked
the show.
in the pic. That is
that crazy? Bad, Coley?
Not back
Coley
to the
will
show.
tell me the truth.
Not
Life
back to
insurance.
Back to the show.
Nope.
Oh, it was going so good too. Nope. Life insurance, T, isn't about expecting the worst, but it's about making sure the people you love are supported no matter what. Jerry, you love Ethos, right?
I love Ethos. I love insurance. I love taking care of my family and protecting myself and doing all those things. That's why I choose Ethos.
All that stuff's really good stuff. Ethos makes getting life insurance fast and easy. 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. That's really good, all of those things. There's no medical exam. You just answer a few simple health questions. You can get up to $3 million in coverage, some policies as low as $30 a month. As of March 2025, T, Business Insider named Ethos the #1 no medical exam instant life insurance provider. Ethos has 4.8 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot with over 3,000 reviews. Protect your family with life insurance from Ethos now by going to ethos.com/section to section. Take 10 minutes to get covered today with life insurance through Ethos. Get your free quote at ethos.com/section. That's ethos.com/section. Application times may vary. Rates may apply. Rates may apply. Ethos. Back to the show.
Ranger Suarez is 1-1 with a 5.02 ERA, a 147 whip, and a 6.9 strikeouts per nine. Casey Mize 1-1, a 3.94 ERA, a 144 whip, and a 10.1 strikeouts per nine. Wow. Brian Bayo 1-1, a 6.14 ERA, a 191 whip, and a 5.5 strikeouts per nine is going up against Tarek Skubal. Wow, good luck in that game. 2-2 with a 2.22 ERA, an 0.95 whip, and an 8.5 strikeouts per nine for Tarek. Then in game 3, you're going to get Garrett Crochet, who's also 2-2 with a 7.58 ERA, a 1.58 WHIP, and a 10.4 strikeouts per 9. He's going up against Framber Valdez, who's 1-1 with a 3.75 ERA, a 1.25 WHIP, a 4.9 strikeouts per 9. That seems a little crazy to me. Then in the finale, on the stupid ass Marathon Monday game, Sonny Gray's 2-1 with a 4.43 ERA, a 1.28 WHIP, and a 4.9 strikeouts per 9, going up against Jack Flaherty, who is 0-1 with a 5.14 ERA, a 1.64 WHIP, and a 9 strikeouts per 9. Okay.
When I look ahead and you wind up dead, if you don't listen to what Steve says, even then you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. With your mouth.
Weather look ahead. No. Weather look ahead brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
Chew them with your mouth.
He did say
fucking chew them with your mouth, Steve, I said.
I didn't hear you say it.
Why
Was
not?
it choppy, Coley? What happened there?
Yeah, I think he said it as he hit the sound effects, so they kind of both bled through, and you didn't really hear.
You chew them with your mouth. The Sox are back at AMB for a 7-game homestand that starts with a 4-game series against the 9-9 Detroit Tigers. Game 1. I hate this. Game 1, Friday. 7:15 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 56 degrees, cloudy, 23% chance of rain. Anyone, by the way, in the Reddit, I love you, but like, I get upset at Jared during this segment for good reason. Like, he doesn't even let me get through it. It's not raining, and he's playing thunderstorms.
You just,
like, come on.
Wait, what? It's gonna rain.
I haven't heard any thunder.
It's coming. 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from right field. There it is. Game 2. Saturday, 4:10 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 54 degrees. Once again, cloudy, Jared. Just cloudy. 9% chance of rain, 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from right field. Game 3, Sunday, 1:35 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 55 degrees, rain. This is the right sound effect for this. 80% chance of rain. It looks like it could be steady for a few hours on Sunday.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not great. Sunday doesn't look great. 11-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from left field. Jared's favorite, Game 4, Marathon Monday, 11:10 a.m. Eastern, first pitch. Don't you love that early first pitch? Patriots Day Windbreaker Giveaway Day. It looks really, really cool. It's got the Be Strong on it, kind of similar to what they give the runners of the marathon that Jared loves. 44 degrees, not great. Feels like 37 degrees. Mostly sunny, though. 2% chance of rain. 13-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from left field. So not the best weather this weekend. It's certainly not going to be as rainy as Jared's portraying it to be. But, yeah, 40s, 50s, cloudy, some rain. Sunday doesn't look great. So pretty blah weather weekend at AMB. That is your weather look ahead, as always, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Wow. All right, so they're not going to play a game. Is there a point to predicting the series if they're not going to play any of these?
Yeah, it's probably all going to get washed out.
Shit. All right. Well, I guess we can take a stab at it then. Prediction time, Steve.
Yeah, keeping a close eye on that Ranger Suarez start Friday night. Would love to get back-to-back gems from Ron Hare. Still undefeated is Ranger in April in his career, 8-0. What is this?
Thunder.
We're past the look ahead.
I know, but we're predicting a series that probably isn't going to happen, so.
Okay. Roman did hit 315 on that road trip with a couple XBH. For those keeping track at home, that's the same amount of extra base hits that Caleb Durbin has all season long, and 62 plate appearances get him out of the 2-hole. Kind of feels like a Benny's Banana split. There's going to be 6 4-game series this year. There are 0 2-game series. So we're going to have 6 chances this year for a Benny's Banana split, unless you do what Coley did and predict some rain and then make it a 2-game series because of the rain. But then again, I feel like we count that once the team comes back. Whatever. Benny's Banana split.
I had a lot of people saying that was a split. We're just throwing out that Crochet start.
I'm fine with it.
Coley?
Yeah, I think you're forgetting. You're talking about Bayo versus School being some massive mismatch. Need I remind you, Jerry, of that 2013 ALCS? You want to talk mismatch after mismatch after mismatch? We had no business beating that Tigers team. They still talk about it. They should have absolutely won that World Series, and instead, we did because they brought in Jose Valverde, right? No,
Albuquerque.
Yeah. No. Valverde?
Yes.
I don't think it was. It was a lefty. Benoit.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Benoit's righty.
Wait.
Did they bring in a righty for Ortiz?
What are you talking
That's
about?
crazy, too.
No, it is Ben.
Joaquin Benoit gave up the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't Valverde, though.
No.
That was more the point I was trying to make. I'm going to say 3 out of 4 for the Sox.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I wouldn't hate. Now, let me ask you this. If it gets rained out Sunday, doubleheader marathon Monday?
That'd be fine by me.
I don't think they could.
Why?
Why?
Wouldn't that create issues?
With who?
Isn't that
I
why
mean, take a break between the games.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
You're already starting 1 at 11. You know what I mean? Like, you got that part figured out. I feel like it's
of all days
easy.
that you could do a doubleheader, I would argue Marathon Monday's the easiest one to do the doubleheader.
Isn't the game early, though, to make it so the marathon can do its thing?
No, they make it so people can leave the stadium and see the finish of the marathon. That's why they do it.
Which they still could, and then they could just come back for like a 6 o'clock or something.
Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah, it may be the best day on the schedule for it. And I also
makes a ton of sense. Yeah.
The one thing from the COVID year I wish we'd bring back is the 7-inning doubleheaders.
Yep. Me too. Love it.
Yeah, those are dumb too.
So yeah, 3 out of 4.
Take.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with 3 out of 4 as well. I expect Garrett Crochet to bounce back. He should. If anyone's going to, we just know with the way he's built, after a start like that, it's going to eat away at him until he's able to kind of fix it. Sonny Gray coming off a bad start as well. You would hope for a rebound there. And looking at the Tigers' offense, they're a bottom 10 offense, a lot like you are. They have 1 more home run than you this year. So if we're going pitching versus pitching here, like that Tigers lineup shouldn't be something you're terrified of. I fully expect Kerry Carpenter to hit 2 home runs or 3 home runs in this series because he just always tortures the Boston Red Sox. But yeah, give me 3 out of 4. I think some home cooking will go a long way. And Suarez, Crochet, and Gray in the same series, that should be something you can at least go head-to-head with a team like the Tigers. And it'll be a good little preview, I think, of 2 teams that are built in a lot of similar ways in the American League and that could see each other in the playoffs.
I'm going to go 1 out of 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to go 1 out of 4 here. Mize, that's a win for the Tigers. Scooble, that's a win for the Tigers. I think they win on dumbass Marathon Monday. Yeah, I think they lose the first 3 and salvage the series again.
Okay.
You can't win 1 out of 4 and call that a salvage.
Well, they prevent the sweep.
Sure.
I think that's still salvaging the series.
No. 3-game series can be salvaged with 1 win. 4 games? Brother, you lost a full 3-game series.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also what your record would look like right now if that did happen. Talk about panic and people losing their minds.
8-14.
8-14.
You're like, that's when people are starting to like completely ignore you.
8-14 is devastating. Yeah. That's a devastating.
3 out of 4, 10-12 feels totally fine.
Oh, beautiful.
They might win the World Series if they go 3 out of 4.
10-12, we're like, this is maybe the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8-14, man. Oh my God.
Just say it less, because now I feel like it's going to happen. We got to stop talking about this.
Hey, there's a worse record on the table.
Yeah, it's true.
I know.
The worst case
Why are we
scenario.
guaranteeing a win? This
7-15,
no reason we
dude.
should do that.
7-15. You're not playing another baseball game this year.
I think the season's over. Like, literally, they just
7
cancel it.
7-15. We need to pray for the Suns to win the play-in game. We gotta.
Yeah.
We need that if they go 7-15.
100%.
Yep. Okay. Well then. Cole, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, I'm watching Shohei Ohtani. Just very funny. Shout out MJ Melendez, who I think's doubled off him twice. And for whatever reason on the ESPN broadcast, everyone just looks much larger. Like every single player has looked like Clay Holmes. I know he's not a small fella. He looks massive. Haesung Kim looked to be about 6'4" during his at bat. So I got my eye on the ESPN cameras. I don't know what they're up to, but they're up to something.
T, final thought?
We're on Franklin Arias watch. I think we kind of have to be. He's hit 2 home runs the last 2 nights, and we're going to get very deep into it on Down in the Farm, so I don't got a ton to say, but very encouraging to see that. And Henry Godbout hit his first home run of the year. The bat speed changes, getting him to kind of tap into that power, looks like it's coming to fruition. So get your stock. Pray for Wilson Contreras is back, and I very much enjoyed Will Middlebrook saying Clay Buchholz had the best curveball he ever saw.
Steven?
Yeah, section10merch.com for the best merch on the planet. As always, sign up for the Patreon. The live game chats have been buzzing throughout this season. Early on here, we're only 18 games in. The season is very young. And I said this in the bonus pod, but shout out to Rich Hill. I think he's going to be great on the post-game show. I love him holding the baseball. He just looks like he's ready to pitch at all times. And already love the analysis. He's the kind of dude that you don't really have to see it. You can already just tell, yeah, he would fit in that role really well. So shout out to Rich.
Shout him out, man. Okay. Section10merch.com. The WC40 shirts are out there, ready to rip. WC40 shirts, and we gotta start cooking Coley on the May drop.
It'll be here sooner than we know.
Yeah, we gotta get cooking on that.
But since February was the
ladies.
women's merch line, that's perfect for Mother's Day. It's in stock. You can order. It'll be there plenty of time.
Yeah.
So with May, maybe we're looking a little bit ahead to June and what's lurking there. Just maybe.
Yeah, a little
maybe.
Father's Day action.
Just what are the dads like? You know, tits,
fat asses.
Yeah. Some juice cabooses back there.
We just get shirts that say Section 10 tits.
Yeah. Just tits question mark.
Patreon.com/Section10podcast.
Yeah.
The search
Down on the Farm, maybe Friday. It could be Thursday. We'll find out. But it's coming. That I know.
It's absolutely coming.
We're coming hard.
The search for the new producer rolls on. Been doing a lot of interviews, a lot of resume collecting. Mikey, how's the search going?
A lot of great candidates out there.
A lot of great candidates. Yeah. Hoping to lock one down soon, yeah?
Very soon.
Okay. Is that a threat?
Also wanted to no.
Okay.
No, I also just wanted to have a happy birthday shout out. Is that okay here?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
Well, of course to Ellyn, happy birthday, but Saturday, to Ellyn, of course. We love her dearly. And then Saturday, I am going to the game with my dad. It's his birthday. Wow. Storm and Norman Eamon. Happy birthday. We are going to the game. We're going to see Skubal and Bayo pitch. Can't wait. So shout out to Storm. He's the reason why I am a Red Sox fan.
Wow. Shout him out, man.
Storm.
Yeah, that's a big one. It's a big one. 2K, is it anyone's birthday that you know?
No, and no.
That's
Double
right.
no.
Mark him down for 2 no's.
No birthdays ever again.
Nope.
No. All right.
Nope.
There you go. Okay. So that means we'll be back on like fucking Tuesday.
Like in like 3 weeks or something. Yeah, it's
Jesus
Monday
Christ.
night, Tuesday morning.
Shit.
Tuesday 10.
That's a long time. Well, I guess that means you have to subscribe to the Patreon to get the bonus pod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll be doing the bonus pod. So if you miss us, we'll be over there on patreon.com/Section10podcast. So, all right. Thanks for watching.
Whatever.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting us. Means the world, especially as we enter this new chapter of independence. Means a lot to have your support. So thank you guys. And if you're going to AMB this weekend, bring a fucking raft. It is
Sunday.
Poncho.
All weekend.
Just Sunday.
Holy shit. All right.
Tomorrow's their next off day is the 30th. I didn't realize that. That's brutal.
Hurry back, Justin Slayton.
Ba-doot, doot, doot.
Buenas noches, amigos.